Will be mine.
It'll be mine. Yeah. It'll never be Charlie's. Nope.
Just wait. I'll magically appear on my sheet.
I actually had a player once when we all started getting the D&D Beyond for the first time. He looked at the world a little different, and he didn't understand. It was his first time playing D&D. And one day I opened up his character sheet. It was pretty much like the D&D Beyond's like, you add features if you want to add features. So I opened it up, and I was just like, why do you have 20 features in their feats? It's like, I can add them. I'm like, that's not how that works.
It's like, I want all the features.
All right. Cool beans. So last time, you all recovered from a big giant fight with Fazul, the Zentarum, and the aftermath of that. The bastard had set sail, escaping the atmosphere out into space, and you were floating around, discussing next plans. Arnott did reach out, wanting to, or with a meeting with the open lady, because it literally was like the next day. I guess it would have been the day after the last time you'd technically seen them, and though we had been literally like half a year in our time, to meet up and unpack what happened. So that meeting took place. You had like told them, they asked their questions, you gave your answers. I don't think there's anything too groundbreaking out of that conversation, except that she mentioned that there was a person named Harshnag awaiting or wanting to speak to you all, and we above table know that is a plot hook to the Storm King's Thunder. So we're technically still in the meeting room with the open lady and Arnott, open lady has just finished explaining the Harshnag details, mentioning that he's somewhere in Waterdeep, but if you want to meet him and speak of the giant issues, because he did ask for you all by name, or at least the Morai, that she can put you all into contact with each other. So that's the immediate thing. Bigger picture stuff. I don't know if you guys want to jump into that scene or talk about things before getting to Harshnag, or do you want to like, you don't even have to take the meeting with Harshnag, right? It's whatever you want to do. Do you guys want to finish the scene and then you can talk maybe a little bit more above table? Get through the Harshnag stuff, see what he's talking about, and then kind of get to the. You guys have a preference? Does that make sense?
I don't mind.
We could definitely get like more information on Harshnag, and then like narratively we can leave and go over our options.
That makes sense to me. So before we get to like a Harshnag interaction, and I know a lot of it got lost in the sauce because we got bear punny earlier. So Storm King's Thunder, for those who didn't get the chance to read it today, I already told you I was going to try and trim it down to, we're not going to run a whole giant adventure book through that. And so I've come up with essentially 2 or 3-ish different ways we could do Storm King's Thunder. One I called the Slim Daddy, which is about what I estimated 6 to 10 sessions. That would include a little bit of intrigue, a little bit of more still unearthing the mystery of what's happening. Why is the king gone? The king of the giants is missing. The queen of the giants was killed. And there's a lot of intrigue there, of big questions of like, who killed her? Where is he? Why is this happening? It could be unearthed a little bit more naturally. You can kind of dig into it. But that would be, in my opinion, 6 to 10 sessions. The big swing on the sessions, there's one part going that route where it's like choose your adventure between like 8 different options to get to the next point, and each option's a little different. And one might be a little bit bigger of a dungeon crawl. One might get done in one session. So that's why there's a kind of a range on that. So that's Slim Daddy, but then there's really, 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 really slim, which what I estimate 3 to 4 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of like the unearthing the intrigue and mystery is lessened. It's more about, okay, we know what's going on, and now we need to solve it, and kind of plan it out. And essentially, there's 2 encounters, is the way I would describe it. 2 things for you all to kind of tackle. I think they're cool encounters. So the reason why I'm also talking about this is, depending on what you all want, even if you're not choosing it now, depends on what Harshnag was want to talk to you about, right? Because if he has answers to mysteries, then we're gonna, and you guys want the Slim, what he wants to talk to you about will be a lot different. So this probably leans a little bit more to the Tuesday group, because this was their hanging thread. I, as the DM, lean to the very, very slim, like 3 to 4 session version of the story, just so we can make sure we give plenty of time to backstories to breathe more. But also, if you think the intrigue and the little bit slower of the unearthing is what you might want now or in the future, that's how we'll approach it in the story. So does anybody have an opinion on the matter? This is Storm King's Thunder. A little bit more juicy, or slim it down, wham bam, get it done?
I think if we did do Storm Kings, like I would vote for like the slimmer version. I know earlier, like I said, in text that like I've been chomping at the bit for our background stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's like more the direction that I'd want to go, but also I'm like very, very flexible as far as like what everybody else wants to do.
Yeah, for the Storm King's Thunder, this is not you saying we want to do Storm Kings too, just to re-clarify that. This is, if we did Storm Kings, this is the version we want to do now or in the future. This could be the last thing you do, for all I care.
Definitely the slim daddy for me.
Slim daddy, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Works for me.
Not that like giants and dragons aren't super cool, but I don't know. I don't know. I like taking the direct route more, and I trust you to, condense it and get all the juicy bits in there.
What about you, Lindsay? I'm curious of your opinion on that.
Sorry. Yeah, I would also vote for slim.
Wham bam.
Slim down version.
Yep.
Yeah, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Because I'm very curious about like how everything turns out. Yeah, that would be also my vote. But, I'm also very eager to get to people's backstories.
Yep, 10-4. So for me, I think that's enough to hear from Tuesday, to know slam bam, get it done, being the hypothetical 3 to 4 sessions. But you also know what that looks like now if you choose to go with it. But also defines for me how Harshnag will talk to you all.
Cool. And I already know our backstories are way cooler than Storm King's Thunder, so.
So I came in like almost all the way through what Lauren was saying. Was I the last person to vote?
Yeah, you all 3 pretty much said the same thing. Slam bam.
Okay.
Everyone's kind of leaning toward backstory stuff anyways.
Mm-hmm.
You say everything's cool, but as I was telling a couple before everyone got here, this is the weirdest spot I've been as the DM, because I have so many. I've never had these many core ideas between backstories and stuff that I'm so excited. I can't wait to see which one you guys pick up and play with. But like the Storm King's Thunder, there was stuff in there where I'm like, when I got it really slimmed down, I'm like, that's so cool. Like just to dick tease you. Like if the bigger version of that, you have to go to the eye of the All-Father and speak in the spine of the world and speak to the Oracle. Like, fucking cool, in my opinion.
Pretty cool. Funky shit.
Yeah, but that led down a path of like, that's a big journey of going from there and there and there and there and there. So I think there is cool set pieces in there, but your guys' backstories are going to be sick.
Is there... I know that you probably have already done this, but is there any way to like drop like hints and like make some progress on someone's backstory while doing the rest of Storm King's Thunder, or is it like it just doesn't mesh very
Unfortunately,
well?
not. Because if we think about it, Misfits are from a
Yeah,
whole
they're
new
all
universe.
Yeah.
You guys kind of, the only thing I could see pulling into it a little bit would be Zentarum and Harper stuff, right? Because they're kind of in the background of that faction war there. Hiromi stuff is on another. Obviously, I would find
continent,
spots to it,
basically.
but like at this point, if we did Storm King's Thunder, I wouldn't want to flesh it out, right? With more of that stuff, I want to keep it as slim as possible. Because if we think about it too, we're at level 13, we have. I don't know what your backstory arcs, how long it's going to take for those, right? Because for me, as the DM developing that, it's, I have cool ideas, and then we start going towards that direction. I get more, or it expands what seems best, and so those will grow. Like that could be easily over 2 years of content. Not like I'm being serious, of just your backstories, right? So. Yeah, definitely put thought into it, but yeah, Storm King's Thunder is really, really standalone. That's another reason I think the Slam Bam works, because you guys won't be as invested with stories for your backgrounds and stuff.
Before we do that, though, is there anybody that like whose backstory, let's say, it's like been left to languish? Like I'm thinking particularly people from Thursday, like who you guys have been like kind of doing our stuff for a while. Is there anything there that like someone hasn't really had any like anything about their character for a long time and wanted to like get some
I think,
backstory time in?
So this is
Megan,
this is
right?
my opinion.
Megan, right?
In this moment is, let's hear what Harshnag has to say, and then you all can hear that, file it in with everything else you guys are going to discuss at both table. Does that make sense? Before we start, because I think everyone's very much leaning towards backstory, so I think we should just get Harshnag's info out of the way, and then you guys can kind of see where you're leaning towards. Because 100%, I have stuff ready for all of you. I've got Samaris' stuff ready. I've got Ishka stuff. The only people really, it's Lorelei and Warden, right? Because we just kind of did your stuff. And Archie, because he's lame. No, Archie got a big arc in already. All right. So for simplicity, you all can wrap up the meeting with the open lady, and then let's assume you all will set up a meeting with Harshnag the following day. Does that sound good? Back there at Castle Waterdeep. So what that would mean is downtime. So this meeting was like at 3:00 in the afternoon. I think did I pin that? Like you guys already probably got a couple of I think I said you all got 8 hours to study on your books before the meeting.
Sounds right.
I don't see that pen. I can't remember how much total is it for a tome?
48 hours over 6 days, I think.
All right, 48 hours over 6 days. So you all would have spent that morning doing 8, so that's 40 left over. I'd say the meeting takes an hour, maybe 2 hours because you're getting there, meeting, and unpacking a lot of information. So should I assume my studiers are going to study tonight? Do some more studying?
Yep.
Lorelai probably take like half that time, like 4 hours, I guess, and be working on her like businessy things for the house.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too nickel and diming for it. If you want to say you study for 8 hours, like everyone else, and also get stuff done, like Rob's going to be doing some shopping. I'm not going to be like, whoa, that's going to be hours out of your study. Like, I'm not going to get that nitty gritty with it. It's more just that there's a chunk of downtime allocated to you all. That's nothing too crazy. So in my opinion, just going to take another 8 hours, and you still can do your, narratively, you're still going to be doing your business side of managing, and you can do shopping and whatnot. So I think at the end of the first day, I'm okay saying you all got a big chunk of studying done of 16 hours. And let's say the meeting with Harshnag is first thing in the morning. Yeah, so for those who are studying, 16 hours.
So, give me a chance to make my golem.
Yeah, this is the time to think about anything else you could be doing in downtime, especially like big projects that will have mechanical benefits that might affect tome stuff, but for the most part, I'm not that worried about it. To think about what you might want to be doing this downtime. Where did our... Sorry, I had reorganized my music. Now I can't find the... I guess I'm just going to do this one for now. All right, so the next morning, we'll get to that point, and... Oh, well, I guess during those 16... Are you studying a tome, Caleb?
Not a tome, it's just that.
The golem, right?
Just
So you're
working on the golem stuff.
Does that have specifics in it?
Oh, that's a good question. Check it out.
It's a manual of golems.
Manual of Blade
Spends
Golems.
time on it.
You must spend 30 days.
30 days.
Damn.
Wow.
Without interruption.
Without interruption?
With the manual at hand and resting no more than 8 hours per day.
Yeah. So like kind of the same thing. You check off a day for your golem today. Because everyone else got 16 hours of downtime essentially. So go ahead somewhere, keep track. Like you've got one day nicked off of that for you.
And you said uninterrupted?
Again, I'm not going to get that crazy. We all know Caleb did something weird. There's
Just
a prank war going
saying.
on. Archie does mischief checks against them.
Or does 66,
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you reading?
66 psychic damage to whoever interrupts me.
I don't see that in the book you're reading.
Of course, it's doing psychic damage to you already.
Uh-huh. You have to have a brain to have psychic damage. Thank you very much.
I was about to say the same thing.
You can't insult me if I insult myself first. That's always my tactic.
Well, the problem was my mouth was stuffed and my mic was also muted, so you got lucky.
Well, lucky this time.
Anything else anyone wants to mention for that 16 hours of downtime before we get to the next day? All right. Next day, you all you make it up to Castle Waterdeep. And instead of going to being taken to the meeting room that you've, especially the Morai have been used to meeting with the open lady, you're taken to the courtyard. And very obvious figure is there as you see a towering storm giant, not storm giant, cloud giant, standing in the courtyard talking amongst the some of the guards and exchanging words. Everyone's at ease, but there's a cloud giant there. And the person escorting you in, a steward, introduces you all. Mr. Harshnag, this is the Misfits de Morai. As your request, and part of the meeting of the open lady. And he kind of bows and steps away. Harshnag has this brutal axe on his back. There's nothing too fancy about him. Like everything he's wearing is just like furs and natural leathers, but he's got scars. He's seen war. I think he has a skull of a dragon for like a helm. Like he's
cool.
And as you all, this big white beard, and he turns and looks at you all and kind of sizing you up. Well met. I was under the impression I was meeting with the man new to Morai. I apologize if I had got your name incorrect.
Not at all. We've there's been some staffing changes lately.
Bit of a rebrand.
Yeah.
Some, personnel, just some lateral movements.
I don't remember if he asked us to, but I'm sure Zevros sends his regards.
That is why I'm here. He's pointed me in your direction. You must be William.
But
I don't know if you introduced yourself as William, but I'm assuming.
No, not to Zephy. We made friends with Zephy.
Yeah, so you would have been. Yeah, that's your call.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. We were pretty close with Zephy. So.
He described you. The cold heart of fire. I sense it within you. You must be Lorelei. He spoke of the power and elegance in House Manthal.
You wouldn't say such a thing. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Marshnag.
He kind of gives a
I
very
think-
subtle nod.
You must be.
You probably said elegance, not arrogance.
Did I say arrogance, Nate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I meant to say elegance. 100% in my brain.
Oh, I heard elegance.
Oh, I heard arrogant.
With his
Arrogance.
accent,
I heard
who
arrogant.
knows what I said?
I'm glad that we're on the same page.
That's funny. Everyone heard what they wanted to hear, right? For
What?
I
No.
heard elegance.
It is a little arrogant, but it's also elegant.
Raise your hand. However many people heard arrogant.
Maybe
You
just a
must
little
be
above.
Hiromi.
She has a little nod.
Zephyros spoke of your steel and will. You are all those that I need to speak to. Things are developing quickly amongst my kin.
When he says my kin, there's this bit of anger to that statement when he says it.
Zephyros said that you showed interest previously, and I'm here to gather allies, for we have made progression into the heart of the matter. But there's still mysteries lie, and I need able-bodied, strong adventurers.
Well, you've come to the right place. We,
I'm sorry.
What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You just shush her?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I was about to say something with an S.
Shh.
Oh,
That's why
You
I
talk
you would
too
have
much.
said, last we heard, there's been the Giants have been having a great many issues, both with infighting and with some missing royalty.
This is correct. The Queen Morai is dead, killed upon an island. Many rumors swirl around this, namely that the small folk were the ones who dealt the blow, the same people that she loved. Who did this deed is up for interpretation. I visited the court of King Hecaton. He himself is missing. Upon the Wormskull throne, Princess Sarasa sat, and I spoke with her under the ocean. She does not know where her father has gone. She does not know who killed her mother, but her court whispers, and her advisors push on narrative. The Lord's Alliance, they say, betrayed King Hecaton and the Queen, and killed her.
Lord's Alliance, a very we've been talking about the Zentarum in the Forgotten Realms. We've been talking about the Harpers. The Lords Alliance is another major faction. They represent a coalition of all the major city-states and cities on the Sword Coast. So you guys are in Waterdeep, Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter. All of these major cities have a loose coalition to work in, ideally work for the same interests, but they're still independent, and they're called the Lords Alliance. So for him to be saying the Lords Alliance is behind it, it's showing that people are pushing a narrative or believe that all of the humans and mortal kin, all the small folk of the Sword Coast are uniting against the Giants for some reason. Who is included in the Lords Alliance? People like the Open Lady, who you just spoke with.
As far as like Lords of the Alliance, where do they scale on as far as like, are they good, lawful, like as far as like the Harpers, that kind of stuff?
This is my interpretation. I'm not going to say this is true narratively. I would consider them a truly neutral faction, right?
Neutral. Okay.
Because there's a lot of it's very much a coalition of independently minded people, and each lord or lady of each city or whoever's in charge, their personalities will range what they want out of the alliance. It's first and foremost NATO. It is one of us gets attacked and the Githyanki fleet's coming in. Lords Alliance, arise! And we're on the same page,
okay.
you know.
Yeah.
But does that mean they always see eye to eye on what needs to be done? Especially, they'll have squabbles, they'll have trade disputes, Famously, which one is it? The Lord of Neverwinter was formerly like a lord of a different city. I don't remember which one. So like even the people in charge kind of move between, and was that a power grab? What happened there? So they'll defend themselves. But yeah, I think I explained myself pretty well.
Okay, gotcha.
I think.
But they usually don't rally against something if it's like something like a cataclysm.
So that was an above table, to be fair.
Okay.
For Hiromi,
I know I'm
history check. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
let me check,
high one for
I don't-
Hiromi, since she doesn't.
Okay.
It's not necessarily from the Sword Coast.
Because I don't really know like about the lore. I know it's Zentarum, and then I know Harpers. I don't really know about like Lords of the Alliance.
This is a good moment to point out too for Misfits. I'm still leaning into this idea that knowledge perhaps is bleeding over from maybe your counterparts that might exist somewhere in this universe. So you can make rolls too.
Like their mirrored faction.
Like, I don't know why I know about the Lords Alliance, but I do. Above table, the knowledge of your counterparts are bleeding over. You can tap into
I got a
that.
13, so probably not that good.
13, yeah, for Hiromi, unfortunately.
Oh,
Nothing.
good.
18 for Lorelai.
18.
Ooh.
The description of the Lords of Alliance and the narrative of them striking out against them seems far-fetched to you, and definitely somebody doesn't make sense. Them making war against the giants and assassinating giants as a coalition, maybe one of them could do that, especially maybe a city in the far north, and they thought they were doing a power grab, maybe. But the Lords of the Alliance as a whole doing that's risking open war against one of the most powerful races in the Sword Coast, and would be foolish, especially since relationships for the most part have been very positive with the giants leading up to this moment.
And we also learned, that there's been a lot of activity in like the Guardlands up north. Is that what they're called?
I call it the Savage Frontier.
Yes,
you've learned about, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well,
the Savage
look at
Frontier.
the map real quick and do a little refresher. And you correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I still have mapped on where I believe you all had traveled previously. But here's Nightstone. There's Golden Fields, right? Giants
just heard
attacked
that
there, right? That's how
Yes,
close
they
to
did.
Waterdeep they are, too.
We had just heard that, I think we'd actually heard that Harshnag was up in the Savage Frontier.
Most
we'd
likely
also heard
that's what
about
you would have
the
heard of. Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, and we also heard about like the secret organization.
The Kraken
That-
Society.
Yes, the Kraken Society is like recruiting up there and like doing lots of business up there.
Yeah, Harshnag would be bringing in word that it's worse. Golden Fields, even after a few days, there's been multiple giant attacks. Different kinds, hill giants, fire giants, are attacking places they would never would even think to do it previously, all over the Savage Frontier. And needless to say, you as a Water Davian, and you know the Open Lady, like Golden Fields being so close, they haven't gotten to it yet. But that's obviously something. And there's, you know, you can see the Open Lady was also encouraging this connection to, obviously for the practicality of like Waterdeep, it could be in under threat too. Did I answer everything?
When I spoke to Princess Sarasa, she had only one lead for the disappearance of her father and perhaps the murderers of the Queen.
And he kind of reaches into one of his pockets and he shows it to you all in his hand. And his big, giant hand is a tiny, tiny little circle. For you, the size of a copper coin, maybe. But a token. Actually, real quick, I just realized something. Let me see if it's... bada bing, bada boom. I have art for it from the module. I try to use that whenever I can. Bam! Oh, it's satisfying.
No,
but on the map, you can see it now. But that's in his hand. It's about the size of a copper piece. And it's just this little wooden chip with a coin with a golden goose inscribed upon it.
This was found near the corpse of the Queen after the small folk have killed her. The princess did not know what it might contain, but it is an oddity. One of my goals here in Waterdeep is to find out where it might be from. And that will be my path ahead. I had to fight through a giant lord to reach my princess, the Maelstrom. The giant lords fight against each other, but they power grab. I worry that they will not be a beneficial king if one of them was to become victorious. So I wish to find King Hecaton, who killed the Queen. And if he is also dead, secure the throne for Princess Sarasa. I do not trust her court. Have any questions for me?
Are there any that we can trust that would help secure the throne for Princess Sarissa? Like, does she have any allies or any others that you're working with that would help us or have information that isn't just the small folk did it?
The court's opinion has been pushed through this narrative. She's been counseled by a storm giant named Imrith, her uncle Orlot. I saw her swayed by their words, though she reminded me of her mother in the past. Her mother would rise from the ocean converse, trade, talk. There is a sickness there. I do not know from where. I trust none of them. Only Zephyros at this point is an ally of my kin. I have a few days here within the city. If not
Where was-
you, I will bring who I need. You'll find the location, whatever this golden goose is. You have further questions, Lady Manthar?
Yes, and sorry if you already said this. Our basement flooded again. Jesus Christ.
No.
So yeah, it's fine. So I missed like 2 minutes. Did he
Charlie
say
said
where
bad
the body?
juju's happen for everyone.
Mhm.
It's just like
Yep.
thing after thing. Did he say where the body was found? Like I know that the coin was found next to her body. Where was
It was
the
found
body found?
on an island off the
Mhm.
Sword Coast. Does Nate know what that island was? Be completely fair. I'm not exactly
Whale
sure.
bones?
What I would say is he would mention that island to you,
Okay.
and I can confirm that later.
That's fine. It's, like, would that be where we would start investigating, or I guess you would say like where do
Above
you?
table, we know that I'm trying to keep this succinct for you all. So this golden goose is your lead. And
Okay.
long story short, just to be very clear, because I'm really appreciating you guys wanting to like jump in and start, problem solving this. But this is a discussion for everyone, right? The golden goose is going to lead you to the first encounter and start the wham bam.
Cool.
But narratively, Harshnag's here to gather allies and to investigate the origins of this golden goose token. If we were doing just straight Storm King's Thunder, I would not be saying that. I'd be like, ooh, go investigate. Hell yeah. Start looking for your own clues and whatnot. Yeah.
Is this symbol? Have I seen the golden goose? Have any of us seen this before?
Definitely Lorelei, roll a history check. I don't think that will be enough for everyone else.
I heard that before it popped up.
It's been a while.
That
yes.
was kind of.
It's been a while
Why
since
is
I
it
heard that.
only that?
I love it.
Why is it what? My
It always
noise.
picks up your natural
Yeah, it's the
sounds.
only thing that we pick up.
I
I
love
don't know.
You gotta
I
say
know, it
jackpot.
cracks me up.
I know, it feels like a jackpot, like a lottery
Yep.
jackpot.
Yeah.
It is.
Winner,
but it's
winner!
the only thing- I have my background noise filter.
No,
thing
it's
set
fine.
really
It's
high.
fine. We
It's
don't
just-
we don't
it's
want
so
it to go
loud.
away.
It's just so
It's okay.
It's just funny that it's the only thing that we pick up. It's
Yeah.
Winner, winner,
It's
chicken
so
dinner.
loud.
So
I don't know how to make it
we
quiet.
like it.
you
Whale bones.
and I'm gonna project a narrative here. So correct me if you don't like this or not. Maybe you and Arnott at one point had
Mhm.
visited the Golden Goose. Essentially think
It's so familiar.
oh man, my brain. Is it steamboats that went up and down the Mississippi?
Oh
right?
hell
We've
yeah.
been there,
Yeah.
guys.
I-
We were there. We've
We
been
were.
here. We've been to the Golden Goose.
You've been to the Golden Goose? And
Yeah.
that was
Oh
the
my
one?
god.
Oh yeah, so
We-
this would definitely be clicking. So in that case,
So,
let me
yeah.
just slide all that narrative aside with you maybe visiting as a noble. It was a casino.
like, it
I'm,
was,
I'm
like,
confirming
our
details.
campaign.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go, tell me.
our campaign has been there. We went there after we went to the. It was. It starts with a Y.
Yartar.
Yartar. We were in
Yep.
Yartar, and they were going. The purple lady, told us about it, and like we were investigating the noble sons that were going missing and stuff, and we were like linking it to there. So like we've been there. We've dealt with these. We didn't pick up a whole lot of information on like the giant stuff. It was.
Did
I
you
think,
go into the Golden Goose, the ship on the water, this little
Yes.
pleasure
and we
cruiser?
gambled. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, so I'll be very clear with you guys too. You've got the bones of it, right? That's the core.
Mhm.
It's you guys getting onto the Golden Goose, however you want to, or however you want to go about it, and figuring out why is this shown up on the body of a dead queen of a giant that lived underwater or lives underwater, right? It's wild.
Right.
So that's the big first encounter is how do you guys want to do that? And that leads into the next big conclusion encounter from that.
Well, I guess, Lorelei would bring that up with, the other Morai members and, remind them of, oh, we went there and that was before we fought the Aboleth way back when in the original timeline.
And
That
you,
was-
speaking of the Golden Goose in Yartar upon the river the Dessalin River, Harshnag just kind of immediately, you see him just reaching for his axe.
Oh,
What? Oh,
Oh.
we didn't.
easy.
We were investigating just some disappearances.
I apologize, that's not towards you. This is the lead I'm looking for.
And I don't know how many details you guys had. The details I have is that the Golden Goose is a casino within the ship, the riverboat known as the Grand Dame.
Yes.
Cool. So that's what you tell him, I think, if that's okay. And so he
Yeah, I can
is
remember the name.
ready to go. Like you can tell, like he'll wade into the river and start chopping that ship up and to get answers.
Yeah, all right.
Perhaps.
It can
should-
be a little more subtle.
Yes.
This is why I look
Investigate
for
this.
assistance. I know how to kill dragons, defeat my kin. Evil kin.
If investigation fails and infiltration fails, then we can try chopping the boat up. and
The
taking it
problem-
pieces.
As I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people on there that are not involved in this, so I don't feel comfortable with that.
This is true.
Let us go in.
Innocents and the citizens. This is who we protect upon the Salt Coast.
Exactly. Oh, anybody here have experience gambling?
Yes,
It
we
kind of
do.
raises her hand.
We all look at this.
So glad you asked.
Yeah, we all just slowly turn.
My own brain is just realizing you guys had your own casino arc and on Thursday.
No such thing as too many casino arcs. I go to Vegas in a few weeks for the first time, so I need some prep.
Yeah.
Oh, you need prep.
funny.
Stick to the craps table.
That's exactly what I told her.
I'm just gonna go slot machine.
Nope.
Just bet literally everything on one blackjack hand.
That
Would
is a long journey to Yartar, but I will make it in the morning at dawn. Will you meet me at the North Gate, or do you need time to speak of it amongst yourselves?
what do you guys think? Give us a moment. And we
Yeah,
go to
probably
the other
some
side of the
time.
courtyard.
Very well.
Yeah, he steps away over the side.
He's intense.
What do you think?
I mean,
Everybody-
why not?
Well, it's not too terrible. It's a journey, but it's not too terribly far. I wonder if we.
How fast does the bastard travel?
Well, we just added a new upgrade to it, and speed-wise, it's no longer going 4.5 miles per hour.
Huh?
It used to go 4.5 miles per hour.
Sorry.
Now it
That's
can
just
still
go.
one,
very
I wonder.
fast.
Wonder if we can cut it down at all.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
go
maybe
down
by
to
getting rid of the
4
pool.
You hate water so much, don't you?
It's an efficiency thing, not a.
I think it's more than just that.
Okay.
Are you afraid of water?
No.
What do I smell?
What are you asking for?
Are you asking to roll an insight check?
or,
What?
or an insight check?
Wait, what? Was that an insight check? That's the weirdest way to ask for an insight
Can I help
check.
out? Can I help with
Yeah.
the spell check?
Legitimately, Caleb, are you looking for a perception smell check here, or like an insight check?
Yep.
Perception smell check.
Onboarded.
What are we smelling for?
Archie, if you're overhearing and curious of this, you can roll a perception advantage yourself.
You're asking for perception or insight?
Perception if
What
it's
are you-
scent based. Unless you're saying smell of like insight into his personality. I don't know what you mean by. Does that make sense? I don't know what you mean
she
by
rolled.
smell.
I smell.
What are you trying to
I
smell?
Let me get that inspiration right now. That's a good way to do it.
That's
what are you trying to
farmed
smell
it.
of? Are you trying to smell if he has BO? Like he doesn't wash? Is that what was
Ugh.
I
Yes.
don't.
Smells like
Fucking- he doesn't
bathed in, like,
sweat.
3 weeks, man.
He doesn't sweat. He's a fucking tabaxi. He doesn't
Why would
produce
you have me
BO.
smell him, man? Look at him.
I
I
don't.
fully inhaled on that.
Okay, this is
I'm gonna
going
say
off on a
this. I
tangent.
will say this is Rob's call if he smells good or bad. Or you can roll
He
with their
doesn't-
RP, Rob. That's your opinion.
I mean, he's not going to smell great, but it's not because of BO. He can't have BO. It's like not biologically.
Well, it doesn't have to be BO that they're smelling. Do you smell
Oh,
bad
no,
in other
he
ways? Does that
probably-
make sense? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
What
mean,
do they
he
smell?
probably smells like burnt hair and
blood,
yeah, wounds. Probably
festering wounds,
not festering. He's not festering.
bulbous wounds. Blech.
Oh, I mean, I guess I was eating those like mushrooms off that guy. That might be kind of funky.
Oh God.
Funky mushrooms.
Yeah, maybe
Archie
like
goes, "Bleh."
When's the
Oh,
last
he
time
stinks, man. What do you want? Is that what you
Eat
wanted to
those
hear? He
mushrooms.
stinks.
Mhm.
Okay.
When's the last time you took a bath?
My
That
eyes are
doesn't
watering.
See, Archie's eyes is watering probably because it's burning. Sure, this is why you don't want the pool. You don't like baths. We're totally fine. If you don't like to take baths, that's totally fine. We can't get rid of the pool because everyone else likes the pool.
It's heavy.
You can't lift it.
What?
You want to see something heavy? You should check the bay.
Okay, maybe I will. I
There's a
asked how
tank.
fast.
There's a
And
tank in
then-
100.
Realistically, is this pool going to slow down the ship?
Nah, I can move about 60 feet.
I gotta get back. Gotta get
So
to the
it's a
mechanics.
cruise.
Something
what?
here interesting here though is for those who have been on the ship now for for the last 24 hours, 48 hours. If you spend any time near the pool, not even have to be in that pool, but if you're near it, man, that was relaxing. Man, that felt good. Like there's something about it that's very restorative.
Hmm. We're not getting rid of the pool cat, man. Just deal with it.
Fine. I'm just trying to be practical.
Yeah, well, practical doesn't happen on the ship, all right? Relaxation does, and that's exactly what that pool does for you.
I'm not feeling very relaxed.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense with that giant stick up your.
We can relax and be efficient. How long do you think it would take to get to Yartar? I'll pull out like a map, show it to Calum, and some distances. Where do you think? How long do you think it would take to get here?
How many miles is that?
Do we use miles or kilometers? Are we metric or imperial?
I don't know. Are you from a different country?
Yes.
Let me just
Actually.
measure it out.
Sorry, I was muted. It's 300. Actually, that's the scale.
2,750. No, I'm just kidding. It's 275 miles roughly. No, just kidding. Roughly 290 miles.
Can we just give a quick shout out to the Storm King's Thunder module on Roll20 that they have that baked in that you can measure
Yeah, they
miles?
have like
That's
in
fucking sick.
miles.
I mean, yeah.
I just did a finger
That's
thing.
so
I forgot that
cool.
was actually there. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
where are they?
So. 60 feet. 60 feet per 6 seconds. 27,163. Remember that number.
Wait, it only goes 60 feet per round?
Yep.
Ship?
So for
It is-
6
Wow.
seconds.
It is like the best way to think of Spelljammers. They actually move about as slow as a sailing ship you would imagine would move. The
Yeah.
only time they go fast is when they go light speed through the astral sea.
Space. I mean, we can go light speed there, but
That sounds
Probably-
like a terrible idea.
it would be a terrible idea. We might burn up this side of the continent.
I was about to say, rip a hole into the astral plane or something, 300 miles wide.
Yes, the bastard speed has been upgraded, so it cannot do 4.5 miles per hour. Going to do more than that, especially at 60 feet. So 60 feet. 10 round times. It's 100. Sorry, I'm doing math. 6,000, and I said 27? I'm just going to say 27,000. Yeah, we reached there in about 4.5 days.
That's not bad at all.
Actually, there's a table here.
And would a giant be like able to go on the ship?
Wait, he said that he could be there by dawn, right? In
No,
your
I think he's
card?
gonna leave at dawn. He's gonna
Oh,
leave at dawn.
leave at dawn. I was like, how the f are you getting there so quick? All right.
Your
How
tiny
many
legs
miles again?
cannot match
Yeah,
my stride.
yeah, I get it.
How
was
many
tall as a
miles
mountain.
again?
270 miles.
Okay, so I got the actual
As the bird flight.
table here. So the fast speed is 400 feet a minute. However, the bastard can go 600 feet a minute. And so 400 feet a minute, or 400 feet, a minute is per day 30 miles. And it looks like it goes up in increments of, let's see,
I like my 4.5
well, why is it
days.
so weird? Yeah, let's just say 4.5 days. We can't, yeah. Surely up to the DM, but we're just.
I'm honestly like Charlie's calculation. That sounds fine to me.
I think you're completely wrong.
What, the
I think
calculation?
you're like a.
Well,
yeah, no,
anyway.
You're asking the
kidding.
wizard of the ship now.
I'm
The
kidding.
artificer of the ship. Alright. Mariana, prepare for light speed. You thinks I'm kidding around?
I thought you said Rihanna, and I was like, when did
Rihanna.
we get Rihanna
It's
on
like-
the ship?
Rihanna just
Rihanna.
on the deck of the ship.
Dancing
with excite me.
You turn
That'd be-
in the
that'd
courtyard
be the clay golem.
of Castle Waterdeep, and you do not see Marianne on hand. Unfortunately, she's back with the bastard at the Manthar estate.
Yeah. Rihanna would be the clay golem.
Oh, great. Pregnant or not pregnant?
Definitely Prego.
I'm just imagining in like Kingsman 2 when they have the like bad people have Elton John. Like,
Yes, exactly.
and they're just making perform.
That's so funny. He's like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I like that one. Alright, so should we be on our way? 4.5 days?
I mean,
I just have a
we
question.
gotta.
Is Harshnag gonna join us on the ship?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I have a tank and 100 mechanical raptors in the bay of the ship, plus Archie's weight room.
Don't fuck with the weight room. Don't fuck with the former weight room.
Does Archie spend time in Waterdeep restocking his weight room?
Yeah, he's got the money for it.
20 gold for, because it's not like it's not fancy.
Damn!
I don't know, weights are pretty pricey.
Well, I mean, gold.
Holy
to be
shit.
fair, though, gold is like that's a couple $100, right there.
Yeah, true.
Is
That's
it?
true.
I
That's
thought it
true.
Gold. So 20 gold is a lot in just mundane objects.
I'll take it. Yeah, 20 gold for weights. Added. I guess Archie kind of looks around at Samaris and Ishka. I mean, what do you guys think? You know, I'm always up for whatever.
Yeah,
I won't
let's,
say no to a casino.
Yeah, sounds good to me. I would, you know me, I love a good infiltration and a great excuse to dress up. I will have to go shopping tonight before we leave in the morning.
Wow.
This calls for a new outfit.
Uh-huh.
And it's been a while since I gambled. It sounds pretty nice.
Alright, Ishka, just, you know,
Do we
remember
stand
what
correct?
happened last time, alright? Just, like, settle down.
As long
on
as I got my nuggies, that's all I care about.
Do I still have my outfit from the ball? I don't know where that went. I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
I think it got burned up.
No, this was a while ago.
Oh.
We went to a ball and I had an outfit.
Probably like in storage at the Manthar's Estate, to be fair.
Shit.
Assuming that's what Warden would do. You know, like, that's me assuming that you would like, this is a kind of an HQ right now. We're kind of jostling around. We went to the ball. Cool. I'm just going to leave the shit here in this closet in my guest room.
Yeah, we can pick
that,
it
or
up.
it's in a bag of holding. You know, like, I don't know what your research.
Yeah, either or.
Okay. So it sounds like everyone's ready to go to the Golden Goose and get some Wham Bam Storm King's Thunder action, and I knew gambling would win you over. No, actually, I was wondering how you guys would react to the encounter, which is like, there's a gambling steamboat, and you need to get on there and find information. Like, that's actually pretty fun, and I think you guys would enjoy that change of pace. So, okay. So you all, I get at this point, it sounds, you know, Harshnag has walked over the other side of the courtyard. So would you like to grab his attention and tell him the good news?
What you guys know him better than us.
We okay. Everyone else from the Morai left, so I'll do it. Yeah. So I guess we would go back over to Harshnag.
BRB.
And tell him, you know, did we make a decision on whether or not we can invite him on the ship? Is Caleb cool with that?
Yeah, I'm cool with it as long as he stays in the middle of the ship and not on one side.
All right. I will relay that information or ask if he has any other plans for getting there. But we can get there in 4.5 days.
Yeah, and also,
Using
is his big ass going to slow us down?
Lord, imagine you were running from the
Yes.
bathroom.
I had to.
Sorry.
I actually ran. I was tripped over my laundry basket.
I'm gonna assume his weight's gonna probably be like what, 200 tons.
Yeah, it's going to have like a day and a half on our
No.
trip.
My
No,
Tell that
apologies.
big leg motherfucker to run.
No, it'll take 29 days.
29 days?
29 days.
Okay,
If he
wait.
jumps on
Let
board.
I
Nate.
am
Let Nate talk.
confused. Are we? No, this is him in character. No, I love that he was like trying to talk over you guys. I am confused. We will
We
need
have
to
a ship?
journey by foot or you on horses.
Oh.
River
Oh.
up is going to be a long journey.
I
Yeah.
don't
You see.
a horse? I don't think you can fit on top of a horse.
No,
Yeah,
I
what
will
kind
stride.
of horse is he riding?
I'm not.
How long
riding
would
a
that take
horse.
for us to walk and horse there?
2 weeks.
Yeah, so we have another mode of transportation.
Mm.
It's a magic ship that flies.
Much like Zephyros's castle in the sky.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Yep, that just the same,
But
except a ship. hmm
That is a resource. Very valuable, is it not?
Very, very,
Mhm.
pretty secret too. So
But
you
it's
know,
flashy.
hush on the. Don't
I don't know how you
spread
can
it
make a
around.
flying ship that's secret, but alright.
Well, otherwise everyone else will want one.
Well,
Well,
good luck trying it.
yeah, I mean, that's a good motivation for him.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of smirks at you all.
The open lady did speak of all of your resourcefulness and power. A flying ship. You're great allies indeed. Well met, Misfits to Morai. I look forward to this journey. Strength and honor to you all.
Arla like tosses her hair over her shoulder.
Just
Cranes a little bit.
Where is this
Wait
ship?
till-
Shall we leave now?
Docked outside the city, right? Off the.
To be fair, I'm allowing you
Wasn't
guys
that
to,
your
like,
manor?
oh, you guys came in at night into the Manthar estate, and kind of like docked in the courtyard for now.
Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's where we are.
Random little detail. Let me check something real quick. Bum, 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 bum. Samaris.
What are you doing,
Samaris,
What am I doing?
your passive perception catches something odd while you're in the courtyard. It's been a while since you've seen a wanted poster. And maybe, if you don't mind me projecting a narrative here, because it's not that serious of a deal, maybe you like edge a little closer, see like, has your reputation proceeded? You know, like across the multiverse. I don't know, whatever you want the motive to be. Or I say it's not a wanted; it's a missing person bulletin, and it's got this picture of this like elderly human on it, this man, and he's like a lord of some sort or a nobleman who's been missing for a few days, and then postscript underneath it, it's like his dog misses him very much.
Oh no.
Sir Patrick? Sir Patrick?
It's not Sir Patrick, because if not, you
No
have to
fucking
accept
way.
Patrick's result.
Oh, I like where this is going. Do it, Samaris.
His dog misses him very much.
Do you bring the one or the missing person thing over to everyone and show them in the sad story of the dog?
Is there a reward listed on it?
Yeah, it says 1,000 gold for any reports on this missing noble. Above table, Nate doesn't remember his name, but I still wanted him to be in a little moment.
Is there a picture of the dog anywhere?
A little
Like
yapping.
making sad puppy eyes?
Yeah, little sad puppy eyes. I think it was like a tiny little lap dog, like a little white. I imagine
Yeah,
a white
yeah.
a lap dog.
Well, shit,
Fluffster.
Like,
And we
like a pug?
we learned about this, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think, Rob, you had the dog for a while. Or Warden
Yeah.
did, right?
Yeah.
And technically this dog is at the Manthar estate, the last I
Oh yeah,
heard.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Super annoying.
share.
that really annoying dog.
Yeah, that only
That
lets
was
the
it.
Warden.
I mean, That's
She would
interesting.
bring it over. I think she's touched by the dog bit of it, but is not going to say that. She's going to be like, "Hey, you guys seen this guy? There's a reward for it." So
No insight check needed at all. You see all of the Morai members start kind of shifting uncomfortably, perhaps, in some way, or shake their heads or roll their eyes or something.
Hiromi turned into like a Greek statue.
You hear from Hiromi, you hear a contented little like from Akumu.
so the dog's happy.
Wait, how do you know that? What?
We
Okay.
should be moving on
I'm good
on
with
the
it.
ship.
I'm good with that.
Everyone should be moving on the ship, don't you think? Time is
But we will be
imperative
going
for us
tomorrow
to move.
morning. We're gonna.
We should go now instead.
There's 1,000 gold.
flyers say
There's still
you can have a
daylight.
reward for information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh no, I'm asking Nate.
Oh,
Oh.
what was the question? I'm sorry.
Does the flyer say anything about a reward for information?
Oh, 100%. It's 1,000 gold
Yeah.
for any details on the whereabouts of Lord blah blah blah.
Well, it's just interesting because do I want to extort you all?
People go
No.
missing all the time in
You don't
Waterdeep.
even what do you mean
assume.
what extort us how?
Misfits don't know what's going on. We need to figure this out.
I'll just say it right now. Hiromi's like a very honorable person. She is sweating her ass off right now. It's like dripping down her face. She cannot eat, like, yeah, she can't lie, hide anything.
Is she sweating enough?
No
that
check.
Maris
There's
notices?
like
Okay.
legit no check. She looks like
There you
she's
go.
gonna shit her pants right now.
Maris, like, very silently, like, seeing all of you, like, reacting this way, just kind of, like, folds the piece of paper up, sticks it in her pocket, gets a little towelette out of her backpack, tosses it at Hiromi, just walks towards the ship with a smirk.
Oh man.
You don't even know what happened.
But wait, it's 1,000 gold.
You can tell me the
It's
story
not-
later on the
It's
ship.
not worth it.
Oh,
It's not worth it.
I mean, 1,000 gold goes a long way. Okay.
That was great.
So you'll take me to your ship now. We can worry about the missing noble another time.
Yeah, missing. Yeah.
Why you say it
So
like that?
if we were to buy on the way out all of the potions of healing that Waterdeep had to offer, how many would that be?
Just regular ones?
Just like how, I mean, like, obviously she'll be looking for better ones than just regular, but like she'll be looking to buy
16
up
regular
some stuff.
potions of healing?
Oh. Yeah.
Are on offer.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need.
all of the extra good ones.
Yeah. No, I would definitely drop some cash on some healing
7,
potions.
great.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Whoa.
For was it Superior then Supreme? Roll me an investigation check, because those are the ones that when it's very tough to find.
I
Not a
absolutely
high
can
DC,
do that.
But,
All right. Well, that's a 26.
26.
Oh.
7
Ooh.
Superior.
Ooh.
Now,
Wow.
one more
Nice.
investigation check for the Supreme. The DC for this is 30, because these are
Can
super,
I-
super rare, super, super powerful.
Can I
Yeah, could you
guide
help me?
this?
Or help.
yeah.
Help would be better.
If you got, well, this
Well,
will
if we
cut
can do
in.
both,
The only thing
that'd
I'll
be-
say is like this here, right? This is finding a Supreme. This is going to cut into any study time. Like you're spending a good
Oh,
chunk of your
shit.
day trying to
Oh.
find this.
What if Archie does
I
it
would-
instead?
I
Because
would
he
do
doesn't
that
have to
because-
study anything.
Oh yeah. Well, can you roll a 30?
Well, I have. I will
can help.
do that because we're also going to spend
Oh.
4 days on a ship, guys.
That's
We
true.
have time.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I'm like a
I will
bloodhound.
happily.
Okay.
Let me
I
go.
will absolutely take a level of exhaustion to read that book all the way through.
So would I get
yeah,
advantage?
I will
Advantage
guide.
and guidance.
Okay.
Oh, who needs any of that?
Damn.
Okay, well, I just feel like I'm here for no reason. Okay, I'm going back to the ship.
Wait, let me. I'll check. No, okay, no nat 20. But let me. I'm gonna roll a d4 just in case. Okay, so that's a 32.
32. Well, last night for my level 18 guys, I made a joke about something being DC 40, and they rolled a 39, and they could have hit over 40. It's like, well, that's the first time. Used to be that 30 was the joke, and you guys are rolling 40s. They're nice. Is it Supreme Healing, the name of that one? I want to see what that one. Yeah, Supreme Healing. 10d4 plus 20. You find
Whoa.
those. Sane Magical is the cost on those.
Yeah, I was about to say, now I need to dish out the cash.
Yeah, I don't know how much they've got Supreme listed, so that could be kind of chunky.
Yeah, hold on.
If you want, I can
You
go
have it
through
open,
and like
Rob?
put this stuff up. Yeah.
Yeah, Supreme?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's not that much.
That's fair. They do have potions lower, but I didn't know what they were going to price it at.
1,350. I was actually going to ask about that.
Oh, that's fine.
Because stuff like haste and fly potions seem really strong for how cheap they are.
I like them because they're consumables. Will I allow you to grab
Right.
a whole bunch of haste
No.
ones? You know, like it was fun watching you be able to do haste in that fight against Izzy and them. I like, to be fair, like the speed one, I do feel like might need a price bunch because like
Yeah,
that makes
it's
you
really
very strong. But right
It
now
gives
it's
you, yeah,
more
plus
about
2 days
limited
speeds.
quantities, and
Yeah.
that's something I'm thinking. That's nothing I've changed, but it's good to even
Okay,
hear.
I
you as
was
a player kind of be
wondering-
like, yeah, that's kind
I
of.
see
Yeah, I
Supreme
was
is
like,
like
it seems a little
5,000.
strong.
Yeah, were you looking at
No, I
Superior?
see Potion.
Supreme?
I'm looking at Supreme.
Superior is 500.
1,350.
Oh, I'm looking at maybe Critical Role. So that might be
No,
different.
we're looking.
we're
We're
looking at
using my
sane
sane
magical
magic
prices.
ones because they do a good job
Oh,
with
sane
potions of
magic.
kind of like this is consumable, so let's lower the prices on that a little bit.
Yeah,
Makes sense. Yeah,
So
I don't want the
Graders
5,000.
are 150. Supremes or Superiors are 450, and Supremes are 1,350.
I will. If you want, I can go through and add all that stuff up.
You're gonna get all of it.
I'm gonna get all of them. I don't think we need all those commons.
I mean,
I mean,
Commons
how
can
many
save
commons do you guys want? Does everybody want to have like 2? Just
Yeah, at least 2 commons.
just to like keep themselves like if they're really struggling a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I will. So that's amongst all of us. That's 6. Well, 7. Wait, are there 6 or 7 of us with?
6,
I always get
7.
confused.
right?
Seven.
Or 7.
Because Lauren's 2 people.
Damn it.
So 14.
I always
Alright, so I'll get
forget to count
14.
myself.
I'll add all that stuff up in just a second. I'll type it in the thing and then I'll divide it. And everyone can decide how much they want to put in towards it.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Yeah, no problem. So that way we can move on with the other.
Mm-hmm. All right. You spend a chunk of your day doing more shopping, grabbing all the potions. All the potions. I like to imagine you're at the Manthar stay in a wagon of people you've sent out to get the regular potions. There's just like chunks of potions coming of the regular healings, just cargo being loaded in.
Unloading crate, delivery, wholesale.
This is my kind of like projection here is that the ships in the Manthar estate, right? It's almost like for those passing through these fine estates, this cobblestone street. The vibe outside the Manthar estate right now is like a dock house. There's supplies, and there's crates being piled up. And it's like,
so much happening.
This is unusual kind of behavior. They must be having a good bit of a banquet coming up of some sort. Is that wine that's loaded in that?
Not for you, buddy.
Hey, have you seen Lord So-and-so? We haven't seen him in a few days. Well, we're getting kind of worried about him. That's a good pass by.
Oh,
Haven't seen Lord So-and-so now.
That's now the name. So and so.
I did leave it open for if any of you remembered what his name was, because I don't. That's one of those that came up in the moment, right? I'm really bad about not writing that down. But I can solidify his name at some point. So and so, yes, 100%. All right. Any other shopping?
We'll pick up. I do want a potion of fly. Can I get one of each of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Fly and haste, because I feel like we might be messing with dragons here soon. And I will buy a set of cook's utensils and some ingredients.
Yeah, I've got a small list of things to buy. Adventuring equipment, relatively and nothing I think more than uncommon. I'll post that in the chat.
Okay. It definitely
know if you
basic
have any
equipment
issues
is
with any of
easy peasy.
I was going to ask, does...
There's now 100,000 ball bearings in the whole or in the,
Oh my
in the
god.
storage of that. No, I'm just making a joke. What is that easy peasy name? That'd actually be a really freaking cool trap release for
Yeah.
the bastard.
We'll just drop it over the entirety of Waterdeep and watch chaos ensue.
I would have to make 1,000 dexterity saving throws.
Yeah.
People just walking through the streets.
Or make them caltrops and then we become mass murderers. Because commoners have no HP. Oh, not Boots of Haste. Not Boots of Haste. That's the right one. Okay.
Well, 4 days on the road, we're gonna need at least 3 more nobles on the ship, preferably without
What?
toy dogs. No reason. Don't worry about it.
I like to imagine Kuma's like.
Mhm.
I feel like that's something a Kuma would say.
Yeah.
It's been for a while since I've done a kumu. And we
know.
make sure we have something to eat along the road for us.
We have.
These chicken nuggets do not settle well in my stomach.
I was actually going to ask, do you
Nuggets.
have some way to get up and down from the bastard while it is still flying? Well,
Yeah.
surely down, but what about back up?
Yeah, we over there. If you see that catapult,
Yeah.
That's
you,
suspiciously Archie shaped.
yeah,
Rifle
we,
net?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
it has the shape, and that's how you get down.
What about
Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
we just we tie like a rope or chain if you
Oh.
need it to your ankle, and then we just launch you. And then when you hit whatever you need to hit, when you're done, you could just pull yourself back up. That's how we do it.
That's perfect. I don't really I can fall for like a long time and be okay.
We should test it out though. I think.
Sure. Why
Yeah,
not?
we should test it like from different heights to see like how far you can fall. Just to figure out how
I
far
can
we can
fall.
launch you.
Let's see how far I can fall.
Charlie, DC roll 20.
It looks dope.
Now look at this though. I got the bastard finally as a movable
Oh,
icon.
roll 20.
Oh,
Oh,
look
yeah,
at that.
that looks better.
Wow.
Nice. I
Wait,
like
what?
the starry sky.
Oh, look at that.
That looks cool.
Yep.
Ooh, neat.
Yeah, that looks good.
Where the heck?
I was looking at the sheet for the catapult stats.
How is this calculated?
Please
Yes.
have a trip.
5 times my monk level.
I got it right here.
Okay. All right. So we're now in. If there's any last minute before we kick like anything major off of shopping stuff, that'll be easy peasy. But yeah, so now it's 4 days of essentially downtime on the ship. In my opinion, those who need to get the tome stuff, it's going to happen, right? I don't.
Mhm.
4 days is more than enough, and I'm not rolling encounters or anything like that. So, yeah. So everyone who needs to do tome stuff,
okay.
you are successful.
Is that going to take all the time, or do we have a little bit of spare?
There'll be plenty of time in between to come around
Okay.
and do other stuff.
I want to try to make something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized I need to add. Boom, 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 boom.
Why did it jump like that?
I don't know, dude. He launches himself. He's like, yeet.
I think he's trying to
He's
get
like,
up to the other roof.
Yeah.
But he just didn't quite have the
Oh
gas
yeah,
for it.
that's definitely what he was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or like he just wanted to show off at the very end.
Like-
He's like, yeah, but do this, you dumb dog. Can't jump this high.
I think it was probably thinking that was a leveled area.
Yep. He was like, oh
And
shit.
he's like, oh shit.
He smacks into the side of that shed. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, he fits perfectly on the ship.
Right. This is space for you all to tell me if there's anything you want to try to accomplish during your 4 days of downtime. Warden's doing something. Anybody else got anything they want to? And Caleb, you can definitely knock off 4 more days on the golems, easy peasy.
Yep. Already did.
Good.
I want to try to make that chapstick I made that one time, but a little spicier.
What?
Spicy lipstick.
He made some more than lipstick.
No, it was charisma boosting lipstick. It was really good. I forget exactly what it did.
Pretty sure it was just like +1 of charisma checks when you applied it.
Yeah, that's what I want to try to make a +2.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, a long time ago when we first started this campaign, Rob's interested in crafting, and so
And
it
then
inspired
everything
me
happened.
to create what it would be like. So he can craft things, and he has a lot of leeway to say, for an example, Nate, what can I craft to give us a +1 in charisma? And I have a system I made. I'm like, that would be an intermediate consumable. That will cost 300 gold. And then this is the check you have to make. And this is what you have to, and pretty intricate. But I, as Nate, have, because I wanted to leave it broad rather than narrow. So like if he wanted to make something that like gave him a key point, if he applied it, that's, or used it, whatever this consumable craft is. And like in this case, I use examples, and some of it is like, heck, like easy consumable, small mechanical benefits, a potion of healing, a potion of cure poison, a +5 speed for 1 minute, silvered weapon, or 10 pieces of ammunition, chapstick. And I put chapstick of nice lips as an example of just me being silly because I didn't even know what that was. I think he took that and he's like, hey, can we do that? What is it? I'm like, okay, +1 charisma, sure. And it cost him 15 gold, and he had to make a check for it and stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
I was looking for something. Noanishka, are you here?
Yeah,
You back from
been
your-
listening. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, look, music change.
Lorelai would
Ishka's
be-
just gonna be eating her loopy nuggets.
Just chill.
Sorry, I'm really sad I had a specific playlist I built for this, and now I can't find it.
Yeah, that sounds pretty celestial.
Mhm.
Lorelai would be she would spend some time, this is just like flavor, she would spend some time drawing up blueprints of like when they were on the Great Dame, of everything she remembered, and like would be writing down all of the interesting people that they met, because was it the purple lady, guys,
I think that was right.
from your
It
turn?
was something lady. It's been such a long time.
Open lady.
I can help confirm those details. I can read through the stuff. In this moment, though, I would like to pull attention to Ishka.
Oh.
For those who remember, she was having some intense moments down in the dungeon, some of the fights. Break the chains. For the last few nights, Ishka, as you tried to sleep, and those words kind of echoing, what does it mean? What does it mean? See the second night out on the bastard. Sleeping. Trying to get rest, but you're having a hard time sleeping. That vision that you saw, just kind of whispering at the edge of your imagination, your dreams of mountain, impossibly large chains of black. The base of the mountain, mansion. Everything was black and white. This place that you saw, there's no color. But you're just sensing that. Again, you're trying to bring it back into focus, but you're having a hard time seeing it. In your dreams, when you think of it, there's this mist. Reminds you of the mist of Barovia. The mist that separates it from the Shadowfell that it resides in, and from everywhere else, and all the plains. But it's not those mists. It's a different color, different hue. From the mist you hear.
Will you break the chains? Ishka strong. Embrace your true self. Organ lost.
From the mist, this deep, powerful voice shakes you to your soul, beckoning you to step through these mists. Do you step through?
I do.
These mists surround you, and you follow the voice deeper through the mist. And something odd. You hear a voice in the mist, and you see shapes beginning to form. You see maybe a cart? Again, this image is coming into focus. Everything's in black and white. But you hear someone singing. My name is Sam Hole. It's Sam Hole. I saw Molly in the crowd, and I hollered out loud. Oh, Molly, ain't you proud? Goddamn so eyes. It's up the rope I go, up I go. It's up the rope I go, up I go. And those bastards down below, they'll say, Sam, we told you so. Oh, Sam, we told you so. And goddamn their eyes. And as you step through the mists, there's a wagon, a cart there. And there's all these coffins in the back of it. And there's this statue, feminine in nature, on a pedestal. There's like woman, maybe, and her eyes are closed, and it looks like she's asleep. And in front of it is a figure, humanoid. And it looks like he's peeing on the statue. And he turns and he kind of sees you, and when he turns his head, he seems to have been human at some point, but long gray hair, his black top hat, and he kind of like pulls, he zips up, he's like, my poor knee there, miss. Didn't see you come through the mist there, shade walker. Oh, how do you do? Right, let's get down to business then, shall we?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm fucking Sam Hole. Who the fuck are you?
I don't know who you are. I'm Ishka.
What the fuck are you doing here?
I don't know. What the fuck are you doing here?
I'm waiting for people to cross over into the shade. Did you take your death bot? You're not even fucking dead, are you? One moment. And he goes over to the cart and he kind of starts looking back into and like there's all these coffins, and he kind of starts referring. He's like, what's your name?
Ishka.
Ishka. I don't got a fucking Ishka coffin here. Sorry. I gotta go. Bye.
May I ask you something?
Sure.
What the fuck does break the chains mean? Have you heard of that saying?
Break the chains? We haven't got chains on us, love, but I've never fucking heard anything about breaking chains. I've got my chains, you can't see them. She did that to me. She's a bitch.
Who's she?
He kind of looks over at the statue. The sleeping mother. Fucker. Right? Am I right? Fucker.
You want to fuck her?
No, like fuck her as in like she's a piece of shit. That's right, I'm talking about you. You son of a bitch.
You gotta speak clearly.
What part of fuck her do you not understand? Everything is pretty fucking
It
obvious.
sounds like you wanna fuck her.
I think the connotation of my voice was very clear on the fuck that I think she's a piece of shit. She's got chains on me. But sorry, love, I know nothing about no breaking chains. I'm just here to help people pass over into the shade. But you ain't ready.
Is this lady named Raven Queen by chance?
No. She's a sleeping mother. Don't know nothing about no fucking Raven Queen. Fuck her too, though. She got chains on you?
Yeah.
Fuck them. The gods. Deities, demigods. The powerful fucks upstairs. Whatever you want to call them. They think they can control us like little puppets. I hate my job. I hate it here.
So, what do you do exactly?
Oh my god. Are you not fucking listening? Or or you think I'm trying to fuck the
You
sleeping
said you're
mother
a
again?
god? Is that what you
No,
just
I said fuck the gods upstairs. Fuck the sleeping mother. Fuck the Raven Queen, whoever the fuck that is. No, I help people cross over into the shade, love.
What's the shade?
Why are you here if you don't even know what the shade is?
I don't know, I just appeared here.
Are you a shade walker or are you not?
I don't believe I'm a shade walker, no.
If you're here, then
Actually, I don't know.
Oh, we got a newbie amongst our midst. Alright. So you're at the crossing into the shade, but you're not a fucking shade walker. Are you Barovian or are you not?
Barovian.
Ah, there you go. You got it in your blood. You got it in whatever fuckery they decided to put in there. Stored in the fucking whatever the deep ones or whatever they like to call themselves.
Vistani.
Who said that? Caleb.
Mm-hmm.
You were sleeping that night, and somewhere amongst your dreams, you see mist, and you hear Ishka speaking to someone. Would you like to step through the mist?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
You're now here too, Caleb. You see a cart with coffins in it. No steed or anything to pull it. And you see this thin, wiry old man with long gray hair, top hat, kind of soiled clothing. Oh, now there's fucking two of you. Did you say Vistani? No, I'm not fuck the Vistani. I do it better. They're just like, we just do it from world to world. I'm like, that's nothing. Let me take you into the shade. Are you a shade walker?
I don't think so. But Ishka, where is this?
I don't know. The mist, that's all I know. And he
Mist.
brings people things to the shade.
So we're
Right?
in the mist right now?
He's just kind of rubbing his face. He's just like, oh, you old pieces of shit. I curse her to the end of days.
We're in the mist.
You're in the shade. You're on the crossing of the shade. These aren't the fucking Barovian mists, alright? Now. And they're like our ugly cousins.
Ishka would kind of whisper at Caleb, and he likes to fuck everything.
I don't like to fuck everything.
Oh.
I like to fuck everything.
And he does like a middle finger.
Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah, you're right. So what the fuck are you here?
Hey, speaking my language.
Yeah, fuck yeah!
Hey, look at that. You'll get into the spirit of it. Now, when you say fuck yeah, do you want to say you want to fuck something? No, you're just saying fuck yeah. There you are. There you go. I don't know. Okay. I'm Sam.
So what's your purpose?
I'm here to help get people over into the shade. Well, two of you are fucking already. What's your name?
I am Caleb.
All right. Caleb, one moment. Let me guess.
And he goes and crawls into his car, and he starts shifting all these coffins, these wooden coffins around.
Nope. Your name's not listed. You're not fucking ready.
Crawls back out.
All right.
So how do you get people to the shade? Or
There's a couple different ways to get here, alright? Some people can do it through will. Those people are strong, unlike you two. You need Night Blossom, brew yourself the fucking tea, and then get back to me. Easy peasy. Take you off into your little spirit journey. Where the fuck you're trying to go?
What if we didn't do any of that?
Then get the fuck out of my business. I got things to do. I got statues to piss on. I got booze to drink. Do you have any booze, by the way, while you're here?
Yeah, back on the ship.
I can't leave. Could you bring me some booze? Preferably whiskey.
I only have wine. And mimosas.
You're fucking noble. I hate crossing nobles. I'm so fucking pretentious. I fucking hate this.
So,
What about you, Dragonborn? Ishka. Sorry, Ishka. Right? You got any booze?
yeah.
Got any whiskey?
Not on me.
Fuck! No, not fuck you. Just fuck. Fuck the world. Where are you gonna go?
Another question. So what are the names on the coffins you've got already? Just curious.
that's what I was gonna ask too.
Let's see. Prying into people's personal shade-walking business, all right? Well, let's see who I'm expecting. And he kind of goes over there, shaking his head, climbs the back of it. There, got a Loretta. Any of you fucking names actually Loretta? You lying to me?
Do I
No.
look like a Loretta?
No.
I've got a
Rose.
Jameson here. Jameson? Any of your real names actually Jameson? Well,
Isn't that
okay.
type of alcohol?
What?
Is that the name of an alcohol?
I don't know. Is your name Jack Daniels? I'm not telling you who the fuck's names on these coffins. That's private between them.
And where are you taking them? Through the shade?
Inside, into whatever shade spirit walk they need to fucking go on.
And you want us to go in the shade?
I don't want you to do anything except for kill yourselves. Literally, with some night blossom or something. And then you can... I don't call people into the shade. Either you come here on your own fruition, or you say, you know what? I'm a shade walker. I've got Barovian in my blood, and I just want to go on a walk. I want to walk through my fucking consciousness and see what's going on inside myself. Alright?
Wait. So you're saying you'd have to basically kill yourself to get to the shade, but are you dead or alive? I can't tell.
You know, that's a very complicated question. It's a very complicated answer. Yes, is what I'm going to tell you.
So you're half and half.
Yeah. And he kind of like...
Oh, technically, Caleb's dead.
He pulls his neck and he
Half
shows
dead,
you-
half alive.
Ooh. You see this
Well.
here? You see these marks on my neck? That's where they fucking hung me. I don't know how long ago that was now. For a long time. And that's when she
Just
got
kidding.
claws into me. Don't make deals with mysterious dark figures, by the way.
And you're... Well, you're not making us any deals.
No. Am I a mysterious dark figure to you? No, I'm Sam Hall. No. I'm talking about the
You're
fucks
pretty
upstairs.
mysterious. Wait. What's upstairs?
The gods, remember the fucktards upstairs? The waving queen, the fucking... the sleeping mother? Those kind of fucks, those bitches. They put chains on people.
Okay.
I'm not mysterious. Shadewalkers come to me. First, you gotta kill yourself. Most of them do it with night shade tea. Gets them in this kind of weird, almost dead state. And they come walking over, and I go, "Hey, let's see if you did it right." And I look in the back of my cart. Your name's on the fucking coffin. That means you did it. I put you in the fucking coffin, and I wheel you over to wherever the fuck the shade's calling you to. Most people go to little places to see into their psyche. I know it's kind of weird. A mirror of their world. Weird shit over in the shade. What they do, I really don't know. But people get called, people go on their own.
So it's not going to the sticks.
The sticks?
Yes. That's where the souls go. In a sense.
Oh, the
you're
river sticks.
other shape.
No. We're still part of Barovia here. Souls don't leave Barovia. Chains.
Right, they stay forever stuck in Barovia.
You know, the Shadowfell is kind of an echo of the real world of Alexandria.
Mm-hmm.
The shade is the shadow of Barovia. A deeper shadow. It's really weird in there.
He kind of gives you like this wild, crazy look in his eyes.
And then investigate the statue or do a history check on the statue of who he's peeing on.
Sure, do a history check.
See if that recognizes me. Okay, well, 17.
17. I do feel like because this is Barovian lore that I made up. So don't if you feel like, well, I've never heard this in Strahd, it doesn't exist. The Sleeping Mother is a very mysterious figure in Barovian lore. Like, there's very hard evidence to what or who she is, but there's this myth that maybe from the Shadowfell, was she here before Barovia was brought into the Shadowfell or formed, before Strahd was here, before anybody was here? Some sort of dark deity of the Shadowfell, and she's called the Sleeping Mother because she's just not very active. But there's a common superstition or belief that there's a dark power of some sort residing underneath the surface of Barovia. And so, like, there's no other names for her. She's just the Sleeping Mother.
Sleeping Mother. Okay. So, we want to meet again. We need to take this Nightshade tea, or Ishka and I can just consciously walk over here.
Shade walkers can get here. Sometimes in their dreams. If they are really strong willpowered, they might be able to sit there and go be like, hum, and then bring their consciousness here. But you can't pass through unless you'll take like the Nightshade.
Have you tested that before?
What do you mean test?
If you're not a shade walker, that you're able to actually pass through without being one?
No.
Have you tested that?
I'll be honest with you. Usually it's only one folk coming through here. It's very rare to see two. I've never tested it. I've never had a little group excursion out into the shade.
I'm willing to test it.
Yeah. More the merrier. I got plenty of room in the plenty of coffins.
What about you, Caleb?
I don't believe we should be going into the shade.
No?
He just said he had plenty of coffins. That means going over the shade might mean your death.
That's why you take the Nightshade, so you can go on a shade walk. And then when you're done, I mean, I won't lie, people go into the shade and they don't come back. You can die there. But most people come back. Well, maybe 50-50. They come back out of the mist from the coffin, I get them out, and they go back to wherever fuck town they're from. Whatever body is. Usually some in Barovia.
And what do we expect to see if we're able to walk in the shade?
Caleb, I have no idea. The shade is very specific to very specific people. It's a really fucky world in there. It like represents some, like the world of your dreams, maybe. I've heard it called that.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens in the shade does not stay in the shade. You go in there and you die. You fucking die. But then, you know, you're Barovian, so your soul goes fuck where to some other little person in purgatory until it's ready to pop out into a baby.
Hmm.
You know, I've been telling you guys a lot. Usually I just fucking ship people over. You should come back and bring me whiskey, and I'll tell you more.
You're taking these coffins into the shade,
Yes.
and you just drop them off.
Do you go into the shade to drop them off, or do you just push them through?
Oh, my lords. The goddess, she's a fucktard. I hate you all so
What?
much. Why do I
You
have to have
did
to deal with
say.
these people?
You did say you don't know what's in the shade.
But you
You
take
take-
them into the shade.
I put you in the back of that fucking cart. I put you in the coffin. And I push that cart over there into that fucking mist. Right over there. Just shove you in there. And then, I don't know what happens. People will then knock on their fucking coffins when they're done. And they'll be like, hey, I'm done. Sam, get me the fuck out of here. And sometimes I leave them in there for an hour just because fuck them. Especially if they're rude to me. But then I pull the cart back out of the mist. Get them out of their fucking bodies. And they go walking back to wherever their bodies are. I feel like I'm making complete sense. This is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
You might have to come back.
Sometimes they get in their coffins with their names on it. And I push them into the mist. And then I never hear a knocking on the coffin. And they don't come
Well,
back.
because they're dead.
Yeah, they don't come back from their shade walk. Because they died there. And then I just dump their body in the shade. Or their shade body. Whatever. To be honest with you, I don't even know what you are. I don't know if you're a spirit, your soul, a manifestation. I actually don't know.
I'll pinch Ishka.
It hurts. Like a real pinch.
Ow!
Making sure.
So, this real then?
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe-
I felt that.
What happens in the shade don't stay in the shade, love.
Hmm.
You might be away from your body. I like to think it's probably your soul here in some way manifesting, making it all real to you. Maybe that's what the nameless mother wants, or the sleeping mother, excuse me. I don't know. But if you can die here, like you're in your own body.
Hmm. You test out one of these coffins.
Break the chain.
What the fuck was that?
I told you!
What was
I
that?
asked you!
What
I
was
asked
that?
you about that!
I told you, hey, what the fuck was all that about? That came out of the mist. I've never heard that before. That's weird as fuck. What are you two doing? I don't like
Wait.
this. I don't like this, none of this. Wait, is he talking to me? Can he break my chains? Who the fuck is that? Who is that?
No, he kept saying that to me.
What do you mean he's saying that to you? I never heard that before.
You know what the last one? Well, with the fucking, whatever it's called, the glove thing.
You're fucking a glove thing?
No,
Yeah.
okay, no.
I gotcha.
You're funny, haha. No. The glove that we had to destroy, well,
Mm-hmm.
I was like beating the shit out of it, and for some reason, I heard break the chains.
And your chains came out too.
Yes,
You started hitting him. Yeah?
yes, and nothing happened. But,
Because you heard that voice.
yes. But I also saw something. I saw something with mountains and chains. I don't know what the fuck that means.
This before you even pass into the mist and the voice was talking to you, you said a word, a very foreign, strange word to our lips and mouths, but it is a name that technically Calum and Ishka have heard before.
Organvost.
way back when we were doing the 1 year downtime. You
Yeah, I
two
don't
met
remember that.
with-
Above table.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm
Arganville's
refreshing
Hulks.
with you.
I know who it is. for sure.
But the two of you met with Strahd. And he explained that Kalem's soul was a reincarnation. He also explained that Ishka's dragon soul was an incarnation. A silver dragon named Arganvos, one of his former enemies. So he's manipulated the soul of that dragon into your form, into your body, to make him a tool, one of his former enemies. So he would have told you that name at that meeting with Megastrahd.
Yep. So the voice, well, I wouldn't recognize the voice because I never heard Argamsalt speak because he's been dead.
Yeah, no one's ever met a dragon in Barovia. As far as you know, this dragon was centuries dead at this point.
So, does anybody know Arganvos is dead in this shade? Ishka's kind of confused.
So this is the weird thing for Ishka to wrestle with. In Barovia, souls don't go away; they're reincarnated. And Strahd has told you that you, Ishka, are a reincarnation of Arganvost.
Oh.
So the voice speaking to you most likely is not Arganvost. Or is maybe, who knows. But as far as you know, you, in a way, are Arganvost. Just as Kalem. I can't remember the name of the...
Arganvost Holt.
No, for you, Kalem. There's a name of the person that you are the spirit for. I don't have those notes up with me. But technically, Kalem is the reincarnated soul of a former artificer-like figure for Strahd. I don't know who Arganvost is. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know if you guys said that out loud, but... That was weird. I've never heard voices come out of the shade before. That was weird. It's like pointing at you all. You're weird.
Who are you?
I take this as a compliment.
Good. But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with, Caleb. I have yet to tell everybody.
Yeah, I know. You like to hold things. But that's okay. You're just waiting on the right time. Okay, yeah, that's kind of a weird voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it weird that they're wanting to break the chains. We both know
It
you're
also mentioned I'm technically much stronger without the chains.
And I don't know if this has been inferred through it, but I think Ishka, you would recognize the chains. They were massive, but they're the same chains that you use. They're chains of the Raven Queen, but on a massive scale. I'm
curious if it's saying to break the chains, and what the Raven Queen has done to you, what if those chains is bounding the reincarnation of Argan's Vault?
That could be.
Arganvost.
I say Hulk because the manor.
Spoiler. Shut up.
If that means that the Raven Queen could want your reincarnation. Could, but I can't. I'm not for sure. That's just a theory.
So above table, I'll say this. Nate has designed some really weird shit to bring the adventure to you. Do you want me to spell it out plainly for you? This is mostly Lornishka, so this is mostly directed to you, Lornishka. Do you want me to kind of put it very plainly for you? Do you just kind of want to wallow in the mysterious confusion and make sense of it as you try and make sense? Because it's weird. Even I will say it's weird.
I kind of like the mysterious.
Okay, 100% then. I won't say anything.
Yeah. I'm not going to tell you to go into the shade.
I'm not fucking going in that shade.
But it's kind of weird that we can hear the breaking the chains here. So did I just enter your mind? Are we all in your mind?
Probably. 'Cause I was here first.
You're kind of in, well, you're not in anyone's minds, you're in the shade. Well, the shade kind of shares everyone's minds in a kind of weird, fucked up way. I think,
And he kind of looks around.
I think, after my years of diligence of studying this, like the researcher I am, I think we're in the sleeping mother's dreams. And she's connected to Barovia in some fucking weird way. And here, our thoughts and minds and who we are is made manifest. All of us in Barovia at once.
Well, just a theory, though. Man, I'm telling you, I was way too much for you not giving me whiskey. Fuck!
Do you know where the sleeping mother is at? Or do you not know?
No idea. Best as I know, we're fucking in it right now. It's best I know.
Yeah, fuck her.
Yeah, he gives the middle finger. Fuck her. I want to break chains. Who's telling you to break chains? I would like to get out of this predicament. If he's offering to break chains, I want to get out of this.
Mm.
Do you just stay in here all the time, or do you go elsewhere?
Fuck, yes, I do. I don't fucking leave. I've been doing this for I don't know how long. Time is an illusion here. I'm over it. I'm over her. She hoodwinked me. Made a deal with the fucking devil. I want out. She won't let me leave. Hey, any of you interested in a new job? If I get a replacement. Look at this. Health benefits, you live on for eternity. You meet all sorts of interesting people.
Another question. Do you remember what you did before
What I did
in your
before.
past life?
Curse her, I do remember what I did in past life. Nothing special, mind you. Just a regular bloke. I was a thief. I killed a man. They hung me for it. You know what the worst of all of it is? I've been walking around this fucking mist for I don't know how long. The only thing I can see is all their eyes and the crowd as they watch me hang. Saw Morley there too in the crowd.
But didn't you say you made a deal with the devil, right? Is that what you said? Or am I hearing things?
They hung me and I died. And somewhere in that murky fuck there were stars. I felt a pull. I was brought here. And I thought to myself, and there was this feeling. Take up the mantle. Walk the shade. I don't know why I did it. But I took the deal. That was the stupidest thing I'd ever done. No.
There's too many deal makings going on with the deities or patrons.
I didn't really make a deal. Just kind of fell into it. Felt nice at first. But then you realise that this is it. This is literally it. Fuck her.
Yep, fuck them all.
Well,
Maybe we can find the sleeping mother.
or give her a good slap if you do. I'd love that. Kick an ass. Well, Caleb, Ishka, I can't help you. Unless you take some nightshade, go and see what that voice is. If you're not going to go in there, I'm going to figure out how to go in there, because I'm going to break my chains. Maybe you can get me out.
You think the voice came from the shade?
Where do you think it came? I came right over there. He kind of points to this formless mist.
So can you summon your chains right now?
Do you try to summon your chains?
Oh, I thought you were asking him.
Oh, were you asking him or Ishka? Sorry.
No, Ishka.
Yeah, I could summon.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I could try.
You watch as the chains begin to kind of wrap out, but you do see, Caleb, that they then start stretching out into the mist, quickly elongated, out and farther, disappearing into the mist. And you see them kind of strangely growing as they disappear out into the mist. Doesn't pull Ishka in or anything, but the chains just start unfurling and going out in that direction. That's
Into the mist.
weirdest. Okay, y'all are fucking weird. First there's voices. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? That's weird.
That everything's weird around here.
Yeah, it's just weird. Names come on coffins. Ladies don't fucking have chains start popping up around them and go flying off into the shade. That's
I
weird.
thought you said you have chains, don't you?
Yeah, I can't fucking manifest them like that.
Why not? Everyone can.
I thought we're talking about hypotheticals chains, like, but I don't know, like, I'm stuck in here, right? But there's no fucking chains on me. I don't got manacles on me. It's weird.
Okay.
If I'm going into the mist, nothing goes into the fucking mist. He's like, 1 second. And kind of walks off into the mist. What the fuck? I keep going. Never seen that before. Comes walking back up. Y'all are weird.
Wait, you can't get through the mist?
I can't go through the mist.
Wait, didn't you just say you drank
Oh,
the tea?
Oh, yeah. Most planeswalkers.
That doesn't make sense. You literally drank the tea, and aren't you supposed to be like dead and going into the shade? I don't.
No, see, I didn't pass into the shade. I just went to that fucking weird mist there. That's not the shade. That's the boundary between the shade and here, and one in between. What kind of in the mist, kind of, right now? The shade mist, and on the other side of it is the shade itself.
Mm-hmm.
And I push a cart with your dead bodies in it out there. Or your souls, I should say, because your dead bodies are back home somewhere. Push you out there, and that's how you, he's like gesturing to you all frantically, get through the mist. Into the shade. But your fucking chains look like they're going through the mist into the shade right now, from the best I can tell, and that's weird as fuck.
That is kind of weird.
Wish you all could
This
see my
might be
hand
a little
gestures as this guy.
risky. This might be a little risky. What if I put my hand in there?
So you want to like step up to the mist itself where the chains are disappearing and you just want to like reach your hand into the mist?
Yeah.
It's like fog for us, right? Or, if you're in a smoke machine, you can kind of move it like it's like there is air here almost, strangely. Doesn't hurt. Nothing too odd. Nothing really happens. Just kind of you push it around with your hand.
So how far in the shade I have to go in? Or in the mist area?
Honestly, I usually just push the cart into the mist and people go. I usually can still see it a little bit. It's about getting their soul bodies in the coffin, in the mist, and then they go on their little walk. I'll be honest with you, I'm curious to see what happens if you walk in there right now with their change. That's fucking weird. I love it.
Ishka will kind of step in closer. With her arm in there now.
nothing seems to be happening. Your like arms in there again. The mist kind of just like shifts and moves. And the chains, like my imagery, there's 2 chains, right? And they're like
Mhm.
disappearing out to the mist in like one direction.
Maybe follow the
Disappearing
direction of
into
the
mist.
chain.
I like to imagine that's what Ishka's kind of doing, is like standing there facing where they're disappearing and like reaching her hands into the mist.
Just making sure.
Mhm.
I'll be right back, you guys.
What?
Nothing's
Wait, what?
happening so far.
Yeah. We're not in the coffin. Hey, go for a walk. Like I did. You can just walk out there and just walk right back.
Just go a step a little bit further. Now half of her body's in.
Yep, you nothing about it. Yeah, you don't feel anything. Nothing strange. You see
Do I
half of
see her
Ishka's
kind of-
body sticking out of the mist. Just kind of drifting around her form.
Is half her body gone? If I see it,
Like, not really. The best way I can describe it is like a fog machine, like moving around.
Mhm.
So it's like half of Ishka's body is as far into as she can go, but it's still moving. Like there's air currents a little bit. So you see like suggestions of her body that's in there, but then it gets, then you don't see it again because of the view, et cetera, et cetera. You should push her in. See what happens.
I think I'll just walk her in
All
with
right.
her.
Or you can, put rope around me and hold on.
Ooh,
Anything does happen.
rope.
Well, I mean,
Or you could put your hand here. Or
I'm going to. Not do that. Mm, mm, mm. Um, if something goes awry, we stick together. And then I can dimension door us backwards.
wait, say that again.
We can go in, but if something goes awry, I can always dimension door us backwards to get out.
That sounds good to me.
Okay?
All right. The
Well,
2 of you
do.
walk into the mist following the chains. Is that a yeah? You guys are doing that?
Oh yeah.
We'll be back.
All right. He kind of like usually he's been very like talking so much, just being so just crass, but he's like very curiously watching you. He's definitely, you can tell he's never seen anything like the chains, and just seeing him going out to the mist has kind of unnerved him a little bit. You follow the chains, going deeper and deeper, and the 2 of you step into the mist. From what Sam can see, you both disappear. He can't see you anymore. You hear his voice like, and you hear him call out, "So what do you say?"
Nothing yet.
What? And you 2 keep like walking and walking. You just taking a couple steps. I don't know. And he sounds very far away.
Nothing yet.
Hello?
What is it?
Huh?
You took a couple steps, but it sounded like you guys just walked 100 yards.
I think he
You
went to go
continue.
fucking statue.
Do you keep stepping forward?
He does fuck her a lot.
Do you
Well,
continue?
we can progress. Yeah, up to you.
Wait, what?
Progress forward.
We're already here. Yeah.
Yeah, so the mists are all around you, and you just see, and all you can see are the chains disappearing maybe like 2 or 3 feet from your vision into the thickness of the mist now. All right.
Ishka will call out, "Hello?"
Did you move forward since the last time you called?
Yeah.
Okay. You call out, you hear no response. That's when you feel a cold over both of your bodies, and the mist around you dissipates. Ishka, you've seen this before, but Caleb, you have not. You see a mountain, everything around you in black and white, thunderous clouds rumbling with lightning, this huge craggy mountain going to a point, huge black chains rise or falling from the sky into the ground around the mountain, like it's chaining the mountain itself. At the base of the mountain, this mansion, and just thunder. From inside the mountain, you hear a voice call out.
Ishka Orgenvorst. Break these chains. Wield your power, your strength. We are slaves to no god. Show us your strength. That's broke a god of dragons, the mother herself. Tear down the Raven Queen.
The voice is calling you into the manor, into the mountain, to break the chains of the Raven Queen. Behind you is the mist, and you see the chains leading back through it where you just came from.
This is exactly what I was talking about.
Okay. I see it clearly now.
I
What do you
do
think?
believe I want to break the chains. Because the last guy said, "Fuck her."
Yeah. And what she did, that bitch did to you? Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, she's a fucker.
That Raven Queen.
Something
dare she
about the
abuse you.
landscape, too, Caleb, reminds you, and you, Ishka, of Barovia. Like it's a slice of Barovia in a way. Old Barovia. Retro Barovia.
Yeah.
Old architecture. You do sense, deeper in, you can certainly try to break the chains, but it'll be no easy task. You feel the primalness of that voice, Ishka. You feel something inside you swelling. The ancient echoes of dragons. And dragons love proving might and worthiness. It will be no easy test.
Would you want to help me, Caleb?
If it's your wish, I'm here for you.
Alright, I don't know how easy this is gonna be. But willing to try at least.
Out of game? The strings you feel inside, the two of you cannot do this alone. You'll need the help of your friends to break your chains here in the shade.
Caleb tries to pull on the chains. Yep, mine 5 to strength. It's not gonna work.
Just go scream out, fucker!
5 minus 3 to strength.
Are you trying to call for Sam in the mist? Is that what you're doing? Yeah. You don't hear. There's no return call.
Well, fuck.
Well, we know how to get here. Your chains led the way, and it looks like your chains can lead us out.
Yeah.
But if you really want to break those chains, you have my support.
I know. The rest of the group does too.
But I don't know, other than I guess they have to drink this nightshade tea. And nightshade I think is pretty rare.
But do they though?
Or we can kill them. I mean, those are the other 2 options, I think, for
Gallows
them.
humor in the middle of all those. Sorry.
But I think they would prefer nightshade.
Yeah, you're. I guess wanna go back?
Yeah, you might want to tell, I guess, your new friend that we'll be back.
Yeah. We'll try to find him alcohol.
Well, I meant that giant voice.
Oh. That too.
And as you guys are saying this, from the mist behind you, Sam Hall appears.
Holy fuck, where you?
What? I thought you couldn't be here.
What the fuck? I'm not supposed to be here. You walked into it, and the chains are still over there. In fucking my place. And I said, you know what? Fuck this, Sam Hall. We're going in. What
Yeah, you
the
got some-
fuck? What
Get
the
some balls.
fuck? Look at that. Look at that. Fucking chains. Yeah, there's little fucking chains. You gotta break
Yeah, that's what we gotta break.
Oh, fuck.
You here to help?
I mean,
We'll give you alcohol.
do you think you can help me break my chains and run this done? Do you think my chains look like this?
Probably not.
Question. A more important question. Can your chains go from here and look back to my place, but then from my place back to your place?
Here?
And do you think it goes the other way?
Uh,
I don't think so. Maybe Ishka.
Probably not. I don't know.
Please do not get my hopes up by saying, oh yeah, sure, Sam Hall. So I appreciate that. I think it was wishful thinking, but I mean, if you can do this, I've never seen anyone do this. Normally they kill themselves, they get in the fucking coffin and push them in the coffin. I've never been here. This is weird, but it's also kind of exhilarating. Damn, I need a drink. I heard you say you're bringing me alcohol. I'm holding you to that. Do we need to go, or do you... You can tell he's excited.
Okay. We'll bring back alcohol next time, and I think we're going to bring our friends.
Cool.
This is something they need to see.
All right. Wish you could see my hands, because he just keeps pointing, and he's just like, doesn't know what to do. He's kind of freaked out. All right. Are we walking back? Can I hold like your back of your shed there, miss, as you walk through? I don't want to...
Sure.
All right.
All right, do you guys walk back?
Yeah.
Just to kind of do a nice little scene to the closing here. You guys go back into his little spot with this statue and the cart with the coffins in it. And then he asks you to keep to your word about bringing alcohol. And he's as you leave, the chains can come back with you, Ishka, right? If you wanted to, and like will them back. But you get the sense that when you're ready, you can pass through the mist yourself using the chains themselves. He's like, all right, come here. There's one way to get you back to where you came from. Smack! And he smacks you across the face to wake you up.
What the fuck?
And you wake up. So, Caitlin, you watch him do that to Ishka, and Ishka's just gone. He's like, you're next. Come here. Nope, stop squirming. And I'm
Like trying to run away like it's nightmare.
Get over here. You can't hold me in the mist forever.
I don't want to get slapped.
And you wake up from just the fear of being slapped.
Yeah. All sweat.
And I wake up screaming, fucker!
Okay, I know that was a lot. Shall we take 10 minutes? Thank you for everyone's patience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peep
All
right.
right. Yep, 51
That
after
was
the hour.
awesome.
Cool.
Yep. Yes.
See, because of monks is why I do narrative PvP rolls. Because you failed your stun, you are just it's over. the VOD real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's unmuted. Not that. Okay, we're good to go. Let me bring music back over. Boom, boom, boom. Tuesdays. Okay. All right, so we got to check. What are you doing first? Which one are you rolling first?
This one will be the Misty Step.
Okay.
Really good. This might actually be master quality.
Oh, yeah,
That's plus a d4 plus 4 to that. So.
Ooh, you just missed the high
Wait,
quality version.
when?
That was a 26 was the DC for intermediate.
Well, that would be.
Oh, wait, it's not adding your
Yeah,
pro.
that 23. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you get a high
So,
quality version of it.
I don't know what that means.
I think the simple form, and which will be great for a monk, is you can do it as a free action.
Oh,
I think that's easy.
sweet.
Because then you can save your bonus action. Because Misty Step's normally a bonus action, so free action is it's a freebie.
And this will be for the. No, we'll make this mascara, not lipstick. And makeup maker. Not so good. No shit.
Oh shit.
Wait, why'd that roll? Oh, I just rolled a d20. I'm silly.
4 plus 5 is a 9.
4 plus
Plus
5
your
plus
proficiency.
9 is 13 plus d4.
I think you
Yeah?
need to get a 4. You needed a 4 to at least get to go.
Wow.
Yeah, a plus 2
All right.
mascara for 1 minute.
And then I'm gonna roll to cook banana bread.
No, I'll make that
A
for
9.
an hour. Charisma. So make sure you
Okay.
put plus 2 charisma mascara for an hour duration.
Sweet.
Because 1 minute doesn't make
And then
sense.
I made a 9 DC banana bread.
And that is destroyed. No, I'm just kidding. 9 plus proficiency. You know, it's.
Well, it's not. I'm not proficient with this tool set. So.
Oh, you're not proficient? Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah, it's
serviceable.
It's something. It's not gonna kill him.
Okay. All right.
They weren't ripe enough.
All right. So Caleb and Ishka come out of their coma, so they've been in for the last 2 weeks, and you guys have been frantically trying to get them awake, but nothing. I'm just kidding. Time goes different there. Let me get my bum. I reorganized my music to make things easier, and then it made it harder. This is
Keep it.
okay. But honestly, what felt like a few minutes for you all, for the two of you, when you wake up, sound like you just laid down. You know, time, to put it simply, time was faster there. So like a minute here, you could have spent a long time shade walking. So do two of you want to do anything with that information now that you've both been woken up out of the shade?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ishka, I had this weird dream.
It's like the middle
Was
of the
it
night.
about the mist thing? Because I saw you in mine.
Yeah. So I guess it's a real thing. And I pitched you.
Yeah, I felt that.
Sure. Mhm.
Yeah. Think we should tell the others.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hey guys! Start screaming for him.
Yeah.
Got some news!
What? Sorry, what time is it right now?
It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, Archie's like bleary-eyed. What the fuck?
Wake up!
Warden actually would have been working. So
Yeah, I was actually going to say Lorelai was burning the midnight oil too, working pretty
Totally.
hard.
Samaris is. I don't even think she's woken up.
Archie's pissed. He's mad.
He's
He's all bleary-eyed.
laugh.
He's like blinking rapidly. What the
Kind of
fuck?
in the
Why are
middle
you
of
yelling
cooking
at the middle of the
something.
night?
Got some news.
Fuck your news, bro. Wait for dawn. He just rolls over in his bed.
Can't wait.
Ishka goes into the area where there's cheese puffs and starts shaking it. Come here, Archie, Archie, Archie.
I will
Archie
say
shoots up in bed.
there is an aroma of bad banana bread in the air.
He smells the
There
cheese
is.
puffs through the aroma of bad, foul banana bread.
Does the bad
It's not
banana bread wake you
foul.
up, Samaris? No pressure. I'm just throwing it out there.
Doesn't sound
It's a
like
little burnt.
Does the smell of bad banana bread wake you up?
Okay, it's below
he
average.
gets
It's
out
not
of bed
bad.
and is bolts around the corner with her daggers and is like, I think there's poison aboard. I'm just trying to kill us.
Archie comes around the corner. I smell the poison, but more importantly, there's cheese puffs.
Ishka throws the cheese puffs at him. There you go. Now you want to hear the news?
Alright, you didn't tell me it was cheese puff worthy news. You should have started with that.
Nah.
What is going on?
Is everybody here? Yeah.
Does anybody want any snacks?
Archie clutches his cheese puff to him.
Does anybody else want any snacks? Also, I have gifts. If that can, I probably should wait. But
Ishka would take a piece.
okay, tell me how it is.
It's
Kind of
not
like
rock in your
Like a-
world. It's not
pretends
telling you
to eat it and goes, delicious.
How do you pretend it? What?
Roll a
And
perception
then
check.
throws it.
Roll a sleight of hand check, Ishka. Or actually, no. Sorry.
Sure.
Do you think this is just Ishka doing a magic trick, kind of just like you just throw it like you did before? Like, look, oh yeah, it's so good, without even trying to actually
Yeah, I was
sleight
about
of
to
hand.
say she kind of throws it back behind her.
Yeah, you just watch her do it. Right?
Yeah, I rolled a
You're
28.
okay without a
Yeah.
sleight of hand, right, Ishka?
Yeah. Oh,
I'm
I'm
interpreting that
rolling
correct.
perception check. I'm rolling that perception check.
Oh, you do sleight of hand. Okay, yeah. But you do see her
Oh.
just like throw it behind her, like,
Okay.
Yummy.
Oh, actually, I have something else for you, and he'll sort of. I don't know what this will look like, actually. I think like a little, like a smelling salt sort of thing, and he'll toss it at her. Yeah,
If
have
that's his
something else for
banana
you.
bread, don't try his oatmeal raisin.
You said smelling salts? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I noticed that you kind of, and no offense, struggled to close the gap. So that should
Oh.
help.
So what do I do? Just smell it?
Yep. If you want to
She'll smell.
move a little.
smell it?
No,
All right, you
not
smell
yet.
it, and you teleport 30 feet across the room, and the consumables used. I'm just kidding. That's only if you want to do it for the lulz. That's your choice.
She'll
It's a
go
one-
gorilla mode.
It's a one-time
Don't-
use item for those who don't
don't
know. So it's
Use it yet. It's like Misty Step almost.
Oh, oops. I already smelt it.
so it sounds like Laurinishka's choosing the comedy here, and she uses it and teleports across the room. Wardency, watch your hard work. You spent wait. What's the? I have the hours for this. You spent 3 hours making that, and she just used it and across the room.
Oh shit, this is so cool.
Yeah, you got more?
No.
Oh, then why'd you give it to me?
So you could. No, that's fine. If you need anything else, I'll be in my quarters.
No, I'm sorry. Come back. Okay. And she'll come. She'll start walking back to the group. Alright, so the news. So, Caleb and I jumped into each other's dreams, apparently. The mist, the shade, And essentially, there's this guy. He's kind of cool. I mean, he likes to fuck her a lot.
Fuck who a lot?
What? Wait,
Fucker.
who's fucking who? What?
Patience is waning.
Could you maybe clarify a little bit from the beginning?
So there's this guy who likes to fuck her a lot.
Wait, fuck who?
Fuck who?
You said fuck her. Or
Okay,
are you saying fuck her or fuck her? Is there a space between
her.
fuck and her or fuck her?
Fucker.
He's a fucker.
You keep saying the same word over and over again. You're not clarifying
you
what
said
fuck
he
her and
likes-
fucker means.
You said he likes to fuck her.
Yeah,
Right.
fucker.
Yeah,
is that a whole word or is there a space in between fuck and her?
Well, you're gonna have to find out and come with us to meet him.
No.
What
Why?
are you
No.
talking about? No.
It's the worst story I've ever heard. It
That wasn't even a story.
was most confusing.
Okay, the point is, so you remember the fight where we had to, destroy a glove, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
And I started bringing out chains and I started, beating the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, I had some type of
fuzzy.
vision and a voice. A voice called or said, break the chain. And there was this vision of house with chains or a mountain with chains. And that was technically the dream we went into. But the world is called the Shade. And there's this guy who I would love for you all to meet. Told us about the Shade and the Shade Walkers.
What exactly is the shade?
Is it kind of like the Shadowfell or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I know what the Shadowfell is? I think I've heard of the Shadowfell.
It's
Yeah, I
Shadow
was about to say, is this familiar to any of us?
Shadowfell, I'll let you choose for your own characters if you want to roll for that. Because,
That's one of those.
The Feywild,
well-known-
it's because there's the Fey and the Shay as echoes. And,
Yeah.
we all know about the Fey, so your characters might know. So it's your choice if you want to roll. History checks on that.
I'll roll.
Oh, damn.
I think
Jeremy is
she's
well-versed.
heard in passing, no specifics.
Yeah, it's there's fairies in the Fey, and there's shades in the
One
Shadowfell.
one has shade, one has shadow in it.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
How much does the Minister Morai know about I don't know, this might be over the table. You haven't mentioned that Ishka is related to the Raven Queen, right?
We've noticed. From
Okay.
fighting with her, right?
Isn't the Raven Queen no, that's two separate. Who's affiliated with the with Shadowfell?
So this is going to be a little messy. So,
Okay. I'm
so
my brain is all cylinders are firing.
a little story for you all. Nate one day listened to Critical Role as his first voyage into
Right.
D&D world. In the Critical Role universe, Matt Mercer used the Raven Queen as the goddess of death in his world. He has all this lore behind it. So Nate started playing D&D, playing Forgotten Realms stuff. And he's like, I think the Raven Queen is the goddess of death. She is not in the Forgotten Realms. But Nate was very, very confused when he looked into the published book, Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes, where it talks about the Raven Queen. And when he was reading it and went, doesn't mention her being the goddess of death at all, I'm very confused, is because the Raven Queen also exists in the Forgotten Realms as an enigmatic figure in the Shadowfell, and she has a castle of mirrors in the Shadowfell above table. So the lore is a little messy there. The Raven Queen technically exists in the Forgotten Realms in a different kind of capacity that I've never really touched on, and I'm going to probably pretend she doesn't exist for simplicity for us all. So in this campaign, she's the goddess of death in the Exandrian universe.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Well, Hiromi got a nat 20 on her history, so I assume she knows all about Shadowfell and realm passing, souls passing, yada yada.
Hiromi did. Yeah, I like to
yeah.
imagine that the Kuzakuran culture probably has their own stories and myths around the Shadowfell. Yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
It being a dark echo of the material planes. I think with the Nat 20, and like Caleb knows this, Ishka knows this technically, in the Shadowfell, there are places called Domains of Dread. And maybe Hiromi's heard this in their own way, and I like to imagine Kuzakuran has their own mythology of their own Domains of Dread. But like Barovia is one domain of dread, and there's other ones, these little pocketed, closed off pockets in the Shadowfell that have their own unique flavor and such to it. With a Nat 20 on the Shadowfell, I'll give this to you since you did a Nat 20. Again, this is Nate lore, so don't expect to see this ever again in D&D. The Shade is like the Shadowfell is a reflection of your world. Like there would be a dark version of Kuzakura there. The Shade is a reflection on the Shadowfell, so you can imagine how weird and twisted it is. Maybe you've had with a Nat 20, again, I'm giving you a lot of information, Nat 20, a lot of leeway here. Perhaps you have legends of Shade Walkers in Kuzakura, people who would pass into the realm of the mind. How about this? Shade Walkers in Kuzakura, you probably have a different word for it there, but they would call it like a spirit.
I know the female goddess in Japanese culture is Izanami, and she's like the goddess of the underworld death, kind of like Hades.
I think I would still keep that separate though, because the nameless or the sleeping mother is a very strange, and she doesn't necessarily have anything to do with death. If you're okay with this, I think it would probably echo more a spiritual journey to understanding yourself in Kuzakuran culture. Very Buddhist. But like put it into terms with a Nat 20. Well, I don't know if Hiromi would know that, but I like that. Are you okay with that? Like a spiritual journey, and like, oh, we've had people do that. Some of the most powerful minded folks would do that to explore themselves and understand themselves better and face their fears and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we hear about the shade guy came, the shade fucker came, and told you to go to the Shadowfell for what? Break the chains?
Not him. He said not to go.
Okay.
Apparently he told us to drink this tea, but we didn't.
Nightshade.
Yeah, nightshade. Yeah.
A nightshade is poisonous.
We assumed that.
He was definitely trying to kill you.
Yeah, but that's what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
If this
Why do you
nightshade
want us to
person,
meet him?
if he wasn't drawing you there, were these chains drawing you into the Shadowfell?
Long story short, we had a good old time, and Kaylin brought up my chains that I have. See if I could, bring them out. So I did. And it literally went into the mist, the shade, pulling us towards there. So I started getting frisky and put my hand in there like I was told not to. And nothing happened. So Caleb and I decided to go into the mist. And we traveled a little bit, and there it was.
There, what was?
Chains. house.
Right
And then we heard that voice.
You saw the chains?
Yes.
Did you try and break them?
Too strong for the two of us. In order to break the chains, there needs to be more strength.
Lorelei looks right over to Hiromi and Archie.
So basically, she wants to get rid of the chains. She, because the Raven Queen has abused her to the point where she doesn't want anything to do with the Raven Queen, and so she heard this voice that wants her to break the chains that is bounded to her from the Raven Queen.
Because no gods can control.
And apparently this big voice is in a mansion or manor next to a giant mountain that's full of chains.
Adding a little context here, kind of hearing what they're talking about, Lorelei, in your research, you've come across a very powerful spell. We would call it a 9th level spell called astral projection.
Ooh, okay.
Where people can send their souls into the astral sea and traverse there and interact and such. They give Yankee have weapons to kill and permanently kill those projections if they come across them. It's some of the idea behind this reminds you of that.
Okay.
But it's more death themed than it is arcane will of the soul.
Okay. She'll kind of share that a little bit. It sounds like this is a projection of some kind, either someone's soul or their consciousness in some way.
Ishka, do you trust this voice that has been talking to you?
Feel like I do.
Is that a natural instinct, or does it feel like you can trust this voice?
I mean, if it'll get me away from the Raven Queen, yeah.
Okay. Then I suppose these chains that you can use can lead us through this Shadowfell. If the plan is for you to be free of these chains, you can count on Akumu and I.
Nor if you wake us up to tell us this again, we will not help.
She,
Alright,
like,
guys.
if he, like, opens a mouth, like, on the side of her face, she'll, like, slap her hand over the mouth.
I'll make it up to you guys.
Uh-huh.
It better be big, powerful snack.
I mean, to be honest, you already helped us. I'm just kind of annoyed at the whole gift thing.
Gift?
I'm gonna help.
Yeah.
The thing you just wasted. Took
Oh.
like 3 hours.
But it was a gift.
I didn't know I wasn't supposed to use it now.
To use in a, moment of need.
You said smelling salts, so I decided to smell it.
So, forget about it.
I'll make it up to you.
I'm always up to break some chains.
Warden, you gotta give us, like, directions before you give us objects, because...
Okay. Did you just forget my name for a second?
No, of course not. I would never forget your name, okay? Warden, yeah. Anyway, always give us directions before we use, bits and bobs and these new gadgets, because we're not exactly, like, the type to investigate, what we should do. Oh, what should do, like, before, like, we're just gonna use it, right? So you should say, hey, don't use this right now. Use it when you need to. All right? Just a little heads up.
The whole in combat thing kind of implies that, but it's fine.
Ishka, I don't know
I
if
can
you're
make
okay
it
with
again.
this projection because it was smelling salts, but Ishka's feeling so bad in the corner. You just see her just kind of like, sorry, not puke, but more like she had a really
Sneeze.
blocked up nose. Yeah, and just kind of like a what's the word? Or like
Hockaloogie.
yeah, like not a loogie, but it's from the nose when someone clears their
A
nasal.
snot
She's like,
rocket.
snot rocket. There we go. I don't think there's a term I've ever used for this. And then she's just like, huh, and then a big old clump of snot and mucus hits the wall, and you kind of
Nice.
smell the salts from it. And it's like you could maybe smell your mucus later and reuse it if you wanted to, Ishka.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean about telling us before, because Ishka does some really gross stuff, right? And it stinks.
What, that's grossing you out after
Yeah.
everything I'm assuming you've seen?
Oh man, I hate snot.
Well, I have something for you too. It's
Ooh,
kind of
what's
like that lipstick I made, but better. It'll last like an
Oh.
hour. And
Oh.
it's +2, not +1 to
Ooh,
charisma checks.
to what? check?
Charisma, you
Just
say?
charisma checks. Any charisma checks?
Wonderful.
Well, I don't know if I need any more of that.
You
No,
see
it's-
Warden hand
it's
him her
mascara.
mascara. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Mascara.
Keenan's gonna get the vial out and scoop up
Yes.
the snot and give it to Ishka. There you go, Ishka.
Yes.
Just in case.
Lorelai would
Thank you.
thank Warden for it and
Uh-huh.
say that it'll match my new dress perfectly. I will absolutely use this when we go infiltrate the gambling ship, cruise liner, whatever.
I'm actually
Carnival
not
cruise.
confident what it'll look like. I think it'll just match whatever you're wearing. You can say whatever it looks like.
Perfect.
Them
As long as it's
lashes
water
are gonna
cook.
be so lush.
As long as it's waterproof, because you never know when you're going to need to fake cry.
I think
for
it's like
sympathy.
fireproof.
Even better.
I
I'll
don't know.
certainly use it.
Compliments of Fazul.
Oh, less excited.
In a good way.
Kinda
I mean, I like
down
forced him to
bit.
help me.
I see.
Yeah,
Uh,
chest.
Speaking of, would anybody like this Ion Stone of Reserve that I really, really did like, but I just don't have the attunement slots for it?
What's the iron?
Oh, yeah, I'll
Stone
take it.
reserve?
You
Yeah,
will?
you can
Okay.
take it.
No, I can't use it.
Because I'm looking at essentially like losing.
Yes,
I've already got
Oh, spells? Nah, count me out.
yeah. I've already got so many things for attunement that like
Which iron stone is it?
of reserve, so it can hold spells.
I just put it in the chat for anyone who might want to look at it. But I don't think you need to know or be a spellcaster, right? It is attunement,
No,
so
you
I
just-
feel like a lot of you.
Yeah.
You can put store spells in it. So like Calum could, at the end of a day, he's got some extra spell slots. He could cast a couple spells into it that would help someone else, and they can use them.
I will cast Disintegrate in there.
It has to be a
could be-
first through third level spell.
Fireball.
It's 3 levels worth of spells at a time.
Put fireball in there.
Yeah, attunement slot for someone to maybe cast fireball every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot.
Yeah, I'd been using it for like a level 2 cure wounds and
Yeah.
something else like that. Otherwise, I'll sell it for the money.
I say sell it.
Okay.
Up to you guys.
Anyone
Yeah.
want this ring of protection?
The +1. Do you see?
Yeah, and saves.
Oh.
I know it's been great. but I really want my cool dragon mask.
Is it attunement?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The only
Let's
reason I'm thinking of
see.
getting rid of it. I know.
Yeah, all my attunements are full up on Archie. I think Hiromi could take it if nobody else wants it.
Can you?
I really don't have that many attuned. Like, most of my shit comes from just Akumu.
Right. Yeah, you're sure. You're right. That's right. What's your armor class?
19 right now.
Okay, well then I think you should use this because
Yeah.
get you up to 20 for a tank. Might as well get
Just
up.
to pull it back
there.
in, because I don't. It is late, so there's a lot
Yeah,
of you are probably
sorry.
just like, I don't want to process that right now and understand it. But Ishka and Caleb were discussing what happened, and
Sorry.
no,
Sorry, I got
it's okay. Yeah, people started thinking about that, so I do want to give them a chance to explain, perhaps, the adventure seed and all that.
Yeah, we got on a tangent with items, smelling salts and such.
Mm-hmm.
So these chains that require more strength than you have.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm a -3 modifier.
Whatever that place is, I think I might have it. I think I would do well there. It sounds like, but I feel like it's not. Is it the physical strength that's required? It seems like something that would be kind of spiritual.
Well, we think it's going to require all of us.
Do you
Sometimes
think it makes of both? You don't know.
strength matters in numbers.
More minds to understand what's going on.
Something about Nightshade.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the tea.
I mean, I might be able to do something.
That would be cool.
Maybe. I know my herbs.
Well,
I don't. The way he says it, it sounds like it would just kill you and send you there, though. Is the problem?
yeah, he did mention, or you guys die.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not
you get
really
there.
an option.
With Hiromi's nat 20 on the Shadowfell, does she know of any ways to pass
Ooh.
through this shade
No,
without actually killing yourself?
well, no. To be fair, with that nat 20 and the spirit walking, the tea used for that. It is a poisonous plant. Maybe it's not nightshade in your language, but there's a tea made in Kuzakura, and there's a special way to brew it. But in a way, the spirit walkers, maybe that's what you call them. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go. They literally, it's said that they pass through the veil of death, but then they always return. And in a world where resurrection and revivify does exist, it's not completely far-fetched that a person could drink this tea and pass beyond and return some in the future. But you also do know, every once in a while, Spirit Walker goes on their spirit walks and spirit journeys and never return. And sometimes their bodies are left reverently in a temple somewhere, like a monk, like a Buddhist monk, and just left. So maybe one day they'll return from their spirit journey.
So
I
what,
think
do we have to go to Kozakura for this?
Is it possible for, Hiromi to find a way to do that over here?
Because of a nat 20? Yep.
Fuck yeah. And could she possibly guide them through it of what she knows?
Yep.
I think it's kind of cool to use Japanese and Chinese culture is heavily into tea.
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's if anything, that's even more appropriate, and that wasn't intentional.
Right. Yeah.
I don't really like tea very much.
Yeah, narratively, you guys are finding a great solution to this. Mechanically, there's not going to be any like risk of you guys accidentally killing yourselves perma. That's a means to an end of you guys death projecting yourselves into this realm. You could die in the. Just be very clear. The insinuation's been, yeah, you're not killing yourselves there, but what happens in the shade? If you die in the shade, you die in real life. You know, that is the concept
Oh
behind it.
man, there's gonna be scary stuff there. There's gonna be...
And so Hiromi, it's like for you, the reflection too would be like, wow, Ishka's going on a spirit walk, a spirit journey, and you're going to be peeking into the what makes Ishka made manifest.
I like to think that she's like well versed with like this type of like spirit walking. At least like she's heard of it, so she's not really that afraid of it.
Mm-hmm. I feel like
So
maybe
she'd very
family
much.
members would have. Anyways, we can keep going and going because of your Nat 20.
Right,
I love
right,
how it's
right.
been unexpectedly tying into Kuzakura culture.
Yes.
She will guide you, my children.
Casino and then death.
Casino and then
Interesting.
partial death
Afterlife.
for a moment.
Well, you know what this means.
Whatever.
We have
What?
got to live it up in that
Ugh.
casino.
Hell yeah.
I'm just going to try to survive.
Make some memories that'll last the rest of our very short lifetimes.
Get drunk.
That's depressing.
Well, we'll come back, but, you know,
You don't
go
know
for the
that.
bang.
All right.
Casino then death. I like that.
Also, it's great like album name or something for a band.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
Maybe a band name. Let's go. We're Casino then Death. Let's go.
Casino then death.
So it is 11:29. Shall we sunset here and fade to black as you are on the next day? You'll be arriving in a guitar, and then you will be finishing your preparations for the Golden Goose upon the Old Dame, or whatever the heck the name of the ship is. And then we'll figure out how that plays out next week. And then when all that's done, track down some Nightshade and perhaps a spirit journey. That also can happen whenever you want it to happen. Yes. Awesome.
Let's do it.
GG's. God, I've been
Wait,
waiting for the
wait.
Ishka moment so long. Oh,
Yeah.
good job, guys.
Yeah, that was awesome. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, everyone. GG's. See you all next week.
Yeah.
Looking forward
All
to
right.
it. Good night.
Good night.
All right, have a good night.